1212. Hopefully we are back with you. We had an unprecedented situation there where part of the power in the building went out, but I do hope we are back with you. I'm sure we are indeed. Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience and all the phone calls trying to let us know that we had gone dark, so to speak. But the phones also went as well. But we are back. And it's going to make it even more special, hopefully. We've got loads coming up over the next couple of hours here on this programme. I just want to mention something to you, by the way. If you are coming to our open day, if you are able to, we'd like you please to park on the flat area below Highland and just walk up to us, because we want to reserve the upper area for people that might have mobility issues. So if you don't have mobility issues, we'd really appreciate if you could park on the flat bit just in front of the building. It's only a tiny wee short walk up, and that just gives us plenty of space for those who may need to park a little closer to the building. Also, of course, with the power going out there, the phone lines went down. So any of you wishing to buy a ticket for our car draw, the draw will take place after 11:30 or at 11:30. The lines are back open again. The computer systems are back up and running again, so you can get in contact right now. Okay, right. Let us say good morning now to Elena from Kiev in Ukraine, but now, or Kyiv in Ukraine, but now living in Dromahal, just outside Letterkenny. Elena, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
It's, of course, that time of the year, isn't it, at Christmas, to be with family and, to be happy. But this is a very, very different Christmas for you and your country people, Elena, for all of us, really, actually.
Yes, this year is a little bit mixed emotions, and but still we're waiting for this great festival, for this great holiday, and we try to do our best for celebrating it here.
What is ordinarily Christmas like in Ukraine? How might traditions vary to that in Ireland, as far as you're aware, Elena?
Usually in Ukraine, in this day at evening, families gather together, as much people as can, and many people go to church first. Then they come back home, and before they prepare at least 12 dishes that should be at the table, because it's like a symbol of 12 months of the year. And as many dishes as the host can make, the next year to be wealthy, for everyone to be healthy in the family. And when everybody sits to the table, first they pray for healthy, for the happy next year. For this year, of course, everyone will pray for peace and this war to end with our victory as soon as it's possible. And of course, for everyone to come back home, because we really miss our homes, our relatives. And here I'm now with my cousin. I'm with my child, and a few days ago came my cousin with her child. So I feel not so lonely, as you can say, and we will celebrate it together. And also at this complex where we live are about 45 Ukrainians. So after celebrating at home, we'll gather together like one big family and share our food and emotions and try to spend this evening as happy as we can.
Now, of course, in the early days of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, a lot of the focus was around the capital, Kyiv. Russia were pushed back and had to reevaluate what they were doing, and it seemed to some extent life somewhat returned to whatever normal could be normal in this circumstance in Kyiv. But recently, of course, the Russian leadership have changed their tactics, and anywhere in Kyiv at any time, it seems, and the rest of the country and the cities could be struck by missiles. Do you worry for your family that remain?
Yes, of course, I worry for my family, and they live there without electricity, and often the water is off, and the heating is not so well as it was before. So the conditions are rather hard, and of course we are afraid of the bombs that flow in our country every day. But we hope for the best, we pray, and we try to call as far as often as we can to contact, to try to support our relatives. And it's rather hard, but we try to keep strong and we hope for the best. And of course, we know that we will win, it's for sure, but we're waiting it to be as soon as possible. And we will pray for this, all of us, this year.
Yeah, because defending your country is coming at an immense cost of lives, and we don't really know as such to what extent that will be. But what we do know is in defending their country, a great deal of people are losing their lives and their families are losing their loved ones. It's hard to think about because it's so horrific.
Yes, and it's very hard, and but we try to stay strong and to encourage our will for the victory. And we see how our warriors are strong. They fight like lions. They defend their neighborhood, their people they love. And no matter of hard conditions, that it's winter now, they try to do their best. So it also gives us this hope that it will end very soon. But of course, our emotions are, like I said, mixed. That we are hoping for this, but of course we understand how hard it is, and but still we will try to support everyone. And we see how not only the military forces but all the people are together. There are many volunteers. They try to do their best, and many people donate every day to support our country, no matter if they are in country or abroad. Everybody tries to do their best the way they can. All volunteers, or people who can just donate, or people who can help other people who left without families or have some disabilities. We try to support each other. And this reunion, this connection of our people, it's just amazing. It's never happened before. And as we are... So we are like one big community, and we try to help each other and support. And it's just amazing. It also gives us this strength to survive all this problem. Okay,
Elena, I think we all know what you would hope for Christmas. We wish you a happy Christmas here with us in Ireland. Okay, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
I wish you also Merry Christmas. And I want to thank all the Irish people, Irish government for your support. We see how much you do for us. It's government, it's just ordinary people that meet on the streets, and they support, they tell the words of compassion, and they treat us very nice here. And also we're just amazed of all this attitude for us, and sometimes it makes us cry, and it's very nice. We appreciate it very much.
Okay.
So we're grateful for all of you. Thank you,
Elena. Thank you for that. Take care of yourself, and as I say, and as you said yourself, have a very merry Christmas. Back with more after these.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union, now offering mortgages with life cover provided at no additional cost. Letterkenny Credit Union, 9102127.
When it comes to food or heat, many families will face impossible choices this Christmas. Please support the St. Vincent de Paul annual appeal. Donate locally or at svp.ie. Thank you.
Are you searching for a perfect Christmas gift for the country music fan in your life? The Clanry Hotel Letterkenny presents The Three Amigos on Tuesday, January 3rd and Nathan Carter on Friday, the 20th of January. Tickets available from the hotel reception. Call the Clanry Hotel today on 91243969.
All ready for next year? We are with our award-winning Seat SUVs. The bold crossover Arona, the family favourite Ateca and the spacious 7-seater Tarraco. All ready with great PCP finance offers and a service plan for just $9.99 a month. Available to order at DMG Motors, Claw Road, Donegal Town. Book a test drive today. Visit seat.ie to find your 231 SUV. Finance provided by Volkswagen Financial Services Ireland, trading as Seat Financial Services. Subject to lending criteria. Terms and conditions apply. Volkswagen Financial Services Ireland Limited, trading as Seat Financial Services, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Santa here. Dermot and all the team at Restex Beds and Furniture have asked me to wish all you boys and girls a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Come and visit them at their brand new showroom at the Mountaintop in Letterkenny. Restex Beds and Furniture. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Get to Meehan's of Rathfone. Large selection of slim, straight and bootcut jeans from €35. Also men's shirts and polo shirts in sizes up to 6XL. Plus a large range of diesel hoodies, half zips and body warmers at Meehan's of Rathfone. Christmas gift vouchers available.
Shop for toys from all the leading brands this Christmas at Foy's in Ballybuffet. Great value on all the latest toys, ride-ons, bikes and Bear go-karts. New deliveries arriving every week. Great offers on best-selling brands like Lego, Brooder and Schleck. From Cocomelon to Gabby's Dollhouse, you'll find great gifts for everyone on your list with a visit to Toys at Foy's Ballybuffet. Pay in 3 easy installments with Klarna and shop local this Christmas with nationwide delivery at toysatfoys.com.
Whatever the weather, Christmas shopping in Letterkenny will brighten your December. The Highland Weather Forecast, brought to you by Shop LK. See shoplk.ie or like us on Facebook.
All right, the weather forecast for this Christmas Eve. It'll be mostly dry to start the day with any fog clearing. Cloud will increase through the morning and outbreaks of rain will be heavy at times. They'll gradually spread northwards across the region during the early afternoon. Rain will be persistent at times with a chance of spot flooding, temperatures of 5 to 7 degrees. Okay, it is the 9 till noon show Christmas special, which means we've got loads of talent in studio with us. Aoife Morgan, good morning to Aoife.
Good morning, Greg.
How are you keeping?
I'm very good.
Thank you. It's good to have you with us. Sophie Gallagher from Raphoe, 5th year in Deal College. Good morning, Sophie.
Good morning.
How are you keeping?
Good, eh?
Excellent, that's good. And last but not least, we've got Lauren Reid Gallagher from Illistern. You go to the Royal and Prior Raphoe.
Yeah.
So how are you all singing together here from all different places then? What are you part of?
We were part of a choir called the Cula Kayla Choir. And we were at it for like 5 years and we've just got to know each other through that and we've become really good friends.
Right, so you have kind of struck a little trio of a connection here in terms of the singing.
Definitely.
What does Aoife bring to the party, Sophie?
She just brings like happiness and joy to us.
And what about these two? What about them, Aoife?
They give me lots of inspiration. They're much older than me, so it's much better being with them than
I wasn't expecting that. That's lovely, isn't it? Okay, a wee bit like big sisters in the singing world.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to sing a couple of songs for us, sorry. The first is Candles in the Window, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're singing that with a backing track, which should be in my folder here, actually. I hope it is. Is Kevin there? Where did he put this? It's not somewhere in my memory, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're singing?
Yes.
Right, okay. I have it. All right, let's go. Let's see how this works for us.
Candles in the window, shadows painting the ceiling, gazing at the fire glow, feeling that gingerbread feeling. Precious moments, special people, happy faces,
special people, happy faces I can see. Somewhere in my memory, Christmas joys all around me, living in my memory. All of the music, all of the magic, all of the family home here with me. All of the music, all of the magic, all of the family home here with me.
Yay! Well done. That was fantastic. How do you hit those high notes at this time in the morning? I don't know. How you do it?
Veronica, our choir director, taught us well.
Yeah, no, I suppose sometimes you might sing at Mass or something early in the morning, so you might be somewhat used to it. That's absolutely brilliant, and you're all individually great, but especially when the harmony's kicking, unbelievable. Right, okay, are we going to do another one?
Yes.
Is it, do you need a backing track?
No.
And do I have it?
No, you're okay.
You could come in a little bit if you want to video that. No one will see you, but, you know, standing at the door like there's some sort of a shield there, it's no problem. You can get a better look that way. Right, okay, so this one is Snow is Falling.
Yes.
That's actually what it's called, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, whenever you guys are ready, take it away.
Okay.
Snow is falling all around us. Children playing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Time for parties and celebrations. People dancing all night long. Time for presents and exchanging kisses. Time for singing Christmas songs. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. We'll kiss by candlelight. Room is swaying, records playing. All the old songs we love to hear. All I wish that every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend the year. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. We'll kiss by candlelight. Snow is falling.
Snow is falling
all around us.
All around us.
Children playing, having fun.
Having fun.
It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Well done. Fantastic. Who are these people standing behind me?
Our mummies.
Thank God they had the flashes on, or you wouldn't have seen a thing. How do you know it's your mum videoing? The flash is on in broad daylight. That's okay. Listen, thank you very much. Do you just want to say hello to anyone, Aoife?
I would like to say hello to my classmates in 6th class and my siblings and my parents.
And you won't have to see your classmates in a school environment for ages, which is great. Hopefully you'll be able to meet up. What about you, Lauren Reid Gallagher?
I'd like to say hello to Veronica and thanks very much for getting us this far, and I'd like to say hello to all my friends in the Royal and Prayer.
Yeah, we'll keep at it because you're going to do really well if you do. And Aoife, last but not least.
Sophie.
Sophie? Who's Aoife then? Oh, you're Aoife, sorry, Sophie. I was thinking you're a bit old for 12. You're in 5th year in Deal College.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to say hi to all the people in the choir who listen in, as well as Veronica.
and my best friend Abigail, who I think is listening, and my boyfriend Ryan as well. Hello. And
someone's got a boyfriend.
As well as all my family or anyone else who's listening.
All right, listen, well, you did really, really well, and you can watch that back a little later too.
Yeah.
Post it to your social medias and tag me in it, not me, the station. It's all good to get the message out there. Listen, well done, all of yous.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely lovely. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Right, we're going to take a break. Back after the news and obituary notices.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union. Now offering mortgages with life cover provided at no additional cost. Letterkenny Credit Union. 9102127.
Sabrina Robb here from Donegal Hearing Clinic. If you're struggling to hear everyday conversations or find it difficult to understand people in a crowded room, you may have hearing loss. Problems like these are common, and we're used to helping people resolve them. We offer hearing assessments and will discuss your options. You can call us on 074 91 88 470 or visit donegalhearingclinic.ie. Life sounds brilliant with Donegal Hearing Clinic, Letterkenny and Buncrana.
Government unveils its cow cull plan. For more in this week's Farmers Journal, here's Paul Mooney.
We analyse the impact of the Climate Action Plan for farmers. Big push for all 46,000 acres farmers to be paid next year. And we have an exclusive interview with the European Commissioner for Agriculture on farm payments and food security.
Plus, an Irish country living, full festive TV listings, take our Christmas quiz, and lots of puzzles for all the family. The Irish Farmers Journal wishes all our readers a happy and safe Christmas.
Are you looking for a great gift for a wine lover this Christmas? In the Cellar Off licence at Kelly Centra, Letterkenny, there's great value in choice wines, reds and whites from around the world, including great value gift packs. Also, selected boxes of beer, 20 packs from just €22, and many more amazing offers for Christmas at Kelly Centra, Mountain Top, Letterkenny. The 2022 C-Store National Off Licence of the Year. Drink alcohol responsibly. See drinkaware.ie.
Make your Christmas simply better with these award-winning festive favourites from Dunnes Stores. Start your Christmas meal with our Simply Better oak and hickory smoked organic Irish salmon with Kilkenny apple crystal gin. Then finish the evening with our luxurious Simply Better handmade chocolate raspberry and caramel Yule log. Plus, with our 10.50 grocery voucher, you save even more. Dunnes Stores. Make Christmas simply better. Terms and conditions apply. Voucher can be used on next grocery shop of €50 or more.
Don't miss the Spirit of Smoky live for one night only at the Villa Rose Hotel Ballybuffet on Friday, December 30th. Full bar and dancing. Hear all your favourites living next door to Alice O'Carroll and many more. That's the Spirit of Smoky live at the Villa Rose Hotel. Tickets €25 on sale from ticketstop.ie, hotel reception or pay at the door.
Live, on air, online and on the Highland Radio app. This is Highland Radio News.
Good morning, it's 10 o'clock. Donald Kavanagh at the news desk. Water supplies still haven't returned to Fulcarra and surrounding areas as efforts continue to rectify a major electrical problem at the Ardsbeg water treatment plant in Gorthahork. It follows a lightning strike on Wednesday night. Meanwhile, issues at the treatment plant in Letterkenny Ward mean there's a risk of outages there as well. With more, here is Emma Ryan.
Irish Water and Donegal County Council say they are working to restore normal water supply to homes and businesses in Fulcarra following what they've described as an electrical issue at the Ardsbeg water treatment plant. Crews are on the ground working to restore normal water supply as quickly as possible, with 1 o'clock this afternoon the projected time for those works to be completed. In the meantime, Irish Water says a special supply station has been established in the grounds of Fulcarra Community Hospital. Anyone using it is asked to bring their own containers. Meanwhile, Irish Water say efforts are continuing to maintain supplies following a process fault at Letterkenny water treatment plant. They say the issues may lead to low pressures and water outages in Letterkenny, Portnew, Rossbeg, Cleangort, Durhary, Meena Cross, Dewey, Mahary, Falmore areas and Innisfree Island.
The HSE is warning that hospitalisations for COVID-19 and flu could reach over 1,000 each this Christmas. A national crisis management team has been established to allocate resources to emergency areas of the health service. Today, senior health officials will meet with the Taoiseach and Health Minister over a spike in viral infections. Yesterday, 635 people with COVID-19 were being treated across the country, 31 of them at Letterkenny University Hospital for COVID-19. Damien McCallion, Chief Operations Officer with the HSE, says emergency measures are being put in place.
When the system is under pressure, there are always risks there, but there are very clear protocols developed by our emergency medicine programme that are in place throughout hospitals in the country, and it's important, clearly, those are followed. There's always going to be risk in our system based on when the system comes under high degrees of pressure, such as it is at the moment.
Garda investigations are continuing into the vandalisation of Glengad Football Club's pitch at Crewe. The incident happened on Wednesday night. It's believed a car rammed through the gate of the pitch before going on to damage the playing surface. Local councillor Martin McDermott is chair of Glengad Football Club. He's urging anyone with information to come forward to Gardaí. He says this attack is an attack on the whole community.
For the last 4 or 5 years, we've invested very, very heavily in the new pitch, the new Astor pitch, and now we're investing in new changing rooms, and it's very, very disappointing for everybody involved here in the committee in Glengad and the community themselves to see, this type of vandalism happening in an area where, you're doing your best in the community and the committee is doing their best to put proper facilities in place for the people of the area.
High energy prices will be a feature for another 2 years, according to Minister Eamon Ryan. He's warning a volatile international market means price uncertainty will be a staple of the next 24 months, particularly as gas prices will remain high while the EU weans off Russian supplies. And former journalist Ian Bailey has reiterated he's an innocent man on the 26th anniversary of Sophie Toussaint Duplantiers' murder. She was killed at her holiday home near Schull in County Cork in December 1996. No one's ever been charged with Sophie's murder in Ireland, although Ian Bailey was twice arrested. He was convicted in his absence in Paris 3 years ago, but Irish courts have refused to extradite him to serve a jail sentence there. Ian Bailey says he will continue to cooperate with Gardaí.
I have been standing by, and I'm happy to cooperate. I've said this right from the beginning, in any meaningful way I can with the reinvestigation. I haven't heard anything from them. I gather that they are, following other lines of inquiry and interviewing people.
Looking at the weather forecast, a mostly dry start to today with any fog clearing. Cloud increasing through the morning and outbreaks of rain, heavy at times, will gradually spread northwards across the region in the early afternoon. The rain persistent at times with a chance of spot flooding. Top temperatures 5 to 7 degrees Celsius and fresh easterly winds. Tonight a mix of clear spells and scattered showers. Lowest temperatures 1 to 5 degrees Celsius in a light southerly or variable breeze. Christmas Eve will bring a mix of sunny spells and scattered showers, turning heavy or prolonged tomorrow at times, particularly later on in the day. Top temperatures tomorrow of 6 to 9 degrees Celsius. That's Highland Radio News. We're back with news headlines again at 11 o'clock. Until then, from the news team, good morning. The obituary notices for this Friday morning, the 23rd of December. The death has taken place at her residence of Mary Deehan, Trillick, Buncrana. Removal from McLaughlin's funeral home, Buncrana, today at 12 noon, going to her residence. Funeral from there on Sunday morning at 10:15, going to St Mary's Church, Cockhill for 11 o'clock Requiem Mass, with burial afterwards in the adjoining cemetery. Family flowers only, please. Donations, if desired, to the Alzheimer's Society. The death has occurred of Paddy Doherty, Chuck, 287 The Cottages, Burnfoot. His remains are reposing at his home. Removal from there tomorrow morning at 10:15 to St Mary's Church, Fawn, for Requiem Mass at 11 o'clock, followed by interment in the adjoining cemetery. Requiem Mass can be viewed on churchservices.tv. Family time, please, from 11 o'clock tonight. Family flowers only, please. Donations in lieu if desired to the Alzheimer's Society, care of any family member or Murphy Funeral Directors. The death has taken place of Mary Trassa Sweeney, Eden, Rossbeg, Portnew. Her remains are reposing at St Connell's Church, Kilclooney. Funeral Mass this afternoon at 1 o'clock with burial afterwards in the adjoining cemetery. Mary's funeral mass can be viewed live on the Shovlin's Funeral Home Facebook page. The sudden death has taken place of Neil Neely Carey, formerly of Ballymacarthur, Greencastle. Funeral from his sister Eileen Doherty Jack's home in Redford, Cooldaff, this morning at 10:15 for 11 o'clock Requiem Mass in St Mary's Church, Buchan, Cooldaff, followed by burial in Ballybracket Burial Ground. Funeral Mass can be viewed live on cooldaffparish.com. The death has taken place of Thomas Alexander Lexi Moore, Moyle Road, Ludden, Buncrana. Funeral service in his home at 12 noon tomorrow, followed by burial in St Mary's Church of Ireland Burial Ground. House strictly private, please. Family flowers only. Donations in lieu if desired to Beaumont Hospital ICU North, care of Adair and Neely Funeral Directors. And the death has taken place of John Harkin, Clonkillimore, Terman. Remains reposing at his late residence. Funeral taking place in St Columba's Church, Terman, tomorrow morning at 11, with burial afterwards in the adjoining cemetery. Rosary nightly at 9. House private, please, from 10 o'clock tonight. And the death has taken place of Desi Devenny, 20, Abbey Villas, Manor Cunningham. Removal from Eternal Light Chapel of Rest, Mountaintop, Letterkenny, tomorrow Saturday morning at 11, going to his late residence, with Rosary at 9. House private, please, on Sunday the 25th, Christmas Day, and also on the morning of the funeral. Funeral will take place from his late residence on Monday morning at 10:15, going to St Columba's Church, Dromahal, for 11 o'clock Requiem Mass, with interment afterwards in the adjoining cemetery. Family flowers only, please. Donations in lieu of flowers if desired to the Intensive Care Unit, Letterkenny University Hospital, care of any family member. For more details, including any family health guidelines for wakes and funerals, please go to highlandradio.com.
These are the sounds of the morning. These are the sounds of the night before. And these are the sounds of the morning after the night before. 10% of fatal alcohol-related crashes happen between 7 and 11 a.m. No matter how you might feel, the morning after is one of the most dangerous times to drive. Never ever drink and drive. From the Road Safety Authority.
Okay, you're very welcome back to the second hour of the 9 till noon show. It's great to have you with us on this our Christmas Eve 9 till noon show special, and we've got a cracking couple of hours coming up for you. Stay with us. People starting to turn up. Our open day is underway. I think Santi will be in situ very, very soon as well for any young people that are coming up to say hello to him. And mums and dads are enjoying their biscuits and their tea and their coffee and their hot chocolate and their buns and scones. So get up to us here at the Mountaintop, Letterkenny. Now, I just have to give you a 50-minute warning for our mega car draw. If you have not bought a ticket yet and you want to be in the draw to win that car, it's being given away on the show in a little over an hour. So if you want to enter that competition, get on our website, highlandradio.com, and fill out the form there. We'll make sure your ticket goes into the drum. And if you want to give us a call to 07491 25,000, 07491 25,000, we will process your tickets for you, allocate them to whomever you want, whether it's yourself for one or if you want to gift them. Just to let you know, it's one ticket for a tenner. You can get 6 for 50, 10 for 80. Get in touch with us now, 07491 25,000. If you're going to do it, please do it now, because we're about to give the car away. It's going to be difficult for us to call people back. So we want to answer as many calls as we can right now. We have our teams there to do it for you. If you want, maybe you all have them and we won't need them and they can all have a cup of coffee. But we just want to make sure that no one who wants to play misses out. Loads of you messaging in praise of our beautiful singers so far this morning. Aoife, Sophie and Lauren, weren't they fantastic? A caller says, all the best, so very proud of you all. That comes in from Kathleen Boner, the choir coordinator. Well done to you as well, Kathleen, by the way, for bringing on that talent and the confidence, and you should be incredibly proud of what you've done. Oh my God, Greg, the two girls you had on earlier were brilliant. Yes, they were. Another fabulous girls. Well done. Greg, say well done to all the girls that have sung so far. What beautiful voices. It made my Christmas. And also send in your requests, dedications to us as well. By the way, we'll read them out for you. We're also giving away a €100 meat hamper for your Christmas cooking disasters, your favourite Christmas memories, or if you want to thank someone for what they have done for you throughout 2022. Happy Christmas, Lee Gooch and your family. That comes in from Kathleen. A big thank you from the Arkinson family to the person who found a considerable amount of money that was lost in the Aldi car park in Ballybofey yesterday evening and handed into the store. Wishing them a Merry Christmas. And the Christmas spirit, thankfully, is still alive and well. Right, we have more live music on the way with Brother Ray. He's going to be sitting into studio with us. Don't forget, if you want to watch all of our guests in the crack, get on our website, highlandradio.com, Highland Radio Ireland on YouTube. Throw it up into your big screen or across our Facebook pages. Watch on your phone, tablet, or on Facebook Watch on your smart TV. Get involved. It is Christmas after all. We have to take the bingo numbers. You know, I so nearly forgot to click the bingo button. Here it is.
It's time for NCBI Bingo on Highland Radio.
It's Friday, December 23rd. You're playing on a yellow coloured sheet. The reference number is S15. It's game number 51. The numbers are 20, 57, 50, 54, 29, 46, 18, 76, 69 and 64. Phone your claim to 9104833 before 8 p.m. tonight, leaving your name, contact number and the name of the shop where you purchased your book. NCBI Radio Bingo will return on Monday, January the 2nd. To all our players, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
The 9 till noon show is brought to you by Letterkenny Credit Union, with monster loans available up to €60,000 for all occasions. Visit letterkennycu.ie.
Can I get 2 specials, please? 1 sourdough and Caesar salad. And by the way, I'm 12 weeks pregnant.
Yes, Chef.
We don't always know who's at risk from COVID-19 and other viruses, but we do know how to protect them. Keep hands clean and wear a mask. Let fresh air in, get vaccinated, and stay at home if you are unwell. From the HSC, for us all.
Hello, Chris McManus, MEP here. I want to wish you all a happy and healthy Christmas. Thanks to you all for the support throughout 2022. Wishing you and yours a prosperous new year.
This festive season, enjoy great food in the heart of Letterkenny at Dillon's Hotel, with a special Christmas lunch and dinner menu available in December. Book your place now for New Year's Eve, with a 4-course dinner, live music and a complimentary glass of bubbly for the countdown for just €35. To book, call 91229977. Dillon's Hotel, Letterkenny, with live music every Friday and Saturday night. Gift vouchers available from hotel reception and online at dillons-hotel.ie.
Don't just do okay in your career. Do great at Allstate. Don't settle. Soar. Don't procrastinate. Innovate. Don't do mediocre. Do magnificent. At Allstate. Great work. Great life. Great people. Where great opportunities await. Search Allstate NI Careers today.
Massive stock clearance promotion now on at Hegarty's Home Interiors Buncrana. See the best selection of sofas, beds and sliding robes, all at unbeatable prices with free delivery included. Our best sale items include 4'6" bed set, mattress base and headboard was €499, now €379 for the whole set. Lots of floor model sofas available for immediate delivery at amazing prices. And don't forget about our carpet and wood flooring showroom with a great selection of luxury carpet and wood flooring to choose from. There's also a full fitting and delivery service available. Hegarty's Home Interiors Buncrana. Great furniture, always better prices.
National Fuels, Churchill. Delivering home heating oil in Letterkenny and surrounding areas. 9137 400. National Fuels. Bringing you the time at...
Well, the time, don't you know? 17 minutes past 10. Our next guest is in situ, Brother Ray. Raymond, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's
Very
great
good.
to have you in studio with us. How are you keeping?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Good stuff. Right, Brother Ray, you perform live. You've got your own YouTube channel. You're really getting your music out there.
Yes, it's important to be online and so that people can see you. The chances to play live are few and far between. So it's. I'm really glad the YouTube channel was trying to sell it because I've spent a bit of time.
Caroline, sorry, can we just close this door over a little bit? I didn't realise there'd be so much noise leaking in here. Yeah, because then it's almost instantaneous, isn't it? You can put your music on there and you get your feedback straight away, and you can you know what's working, what's not working, what have you.
No, that's great, and there's been some great feedback from it, so it's supposed to be fun, so hopefully.
Yeah, I think sometimes, and it's not just in music, sometimes we forget that things are supposed to be fun. Yeah. If you enjoy your work or your art, it's not work at all, is it? Now, you've written your own Christmas song.
Yeah.
That's a challenge, I think. I think it's a particular challenge for a singer-songwriter, is it?
Yeah, I don't see myself as much as a singer or a performer as a songwriter, and I thought I'd challenge myself to write a Christmas song. And I had most of this song last year, but didn't have the chorus, so it's been going quite well, and I've recorded it, and I've played a bit with Paul Casey, and he had great feedback on it as well. So that really gave me confidence to put it out.
It's great to work with good musicians because there's a flow of inspiration and influence and support back and forwards there, isn't there?
It's definitely the feedback loop. I mean, you might think something's really good, but if other people don't react to it, then it probably isn't.
But you also want to have a voice that you can trust as well.
That's true. That's true.
That's what you get from Mr. Casey, no doubt about that.
Totally.
Right. Okay. So what's the name of the song?
The song's called "Some Old Christmas Song."
All right.
I just wrote it and recorded it about 6 weeks ago.
Right.
So hopefully I know it.
You're looking forward to it. Well, listen. Go on.
Okay. When you're ready.
You go ahead there.
Christmas Eve, I've had enough, I'm going home. It's only 9 o'clock, but I have had 1,000 nights like this before. So I put on my coat and I go home. As I leave, I see a stranger in the mirror. He looks like someone that I knew before. Then the doorman shakes my hand as I go. Walking along, singing some old Christmas song. When your voice comes on my phone, you sing along like you're here with me. When we were young, we'd sing along to some old Christmas song. It seems like everyone has somewhere else to go. As they walk by me through the melting snow, but I don't see faces that I know. Walking along, singing some old Christmas song. When your voice comes on my phone, you sing along like you're here with me. When we were young, we'd sing along to some old Christmas song. How did you get my number? Who was that stranger in the bar? Tonight there's something special going on. Now I believe in Christmas Eve. Walking along, singing some old Christmas song. When your voice comes on my phone, you sing along like you're here with me. When we were young, we'd sing along walking along, singing some old Christmas song. When your voice comes on my phone, you sing along like you're here with me. When we were young, we'd sing along to some old Christmas song. To some old Christmas song. To some old Christmas song.
All right, Brother Ray, that's really nice. It's the first time I've heard it, but it sounds familiar. Not that it sounds like anything else, but I always use that as a test in my own head of a good song. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at, if you know what I mean? It sounds...
Yeah, you'd hope it flows in your mind.
Yeah, it sounds like something I've heard before as I'm hearing it, even though it sounds like nothing else as such.
I suppose in a song, you're sort of what you expect. In some ways, you sort of expect the next piece of the song, and that's maybe nice. A sign of a good song.
No, 100%.
This is,
no, it is a very good song. No, Brother Ray, you can be assured, Raymond, that it is a good song. It's available for people to listen to on Spotify, and also you made a video for it on YouTube as well.
Yes,
all right, which is great.
Paul Casey again,
yeah, okay.
He does a lovely job of a video. So.
And there's you have a book in front of you just as a backup, right? And it looks like something you would see on the inside of a wall in a pyramid in Egypt. But that makes sense to you, yeah?
It's a comfort blanket. I've played that song.
I know you haven't looked. You didn't look at it once, but I'm saying I don't recognise what it is, but it's there if you need it. Is that it?
Yes. Okay. Hieroglyphics. I like it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Listen, well done. That was really, really nice. We appreciate you coming down. Are you gigging anywhere over Christmas, or is that not your thing, or just in case people want to see you live?
I'm definitely the new year. I released an album about a year or so ago, and it sort of came out about the same time as COVID, and tried to play it live, a few bits here and there. But
you kind of have to treat that as a new album now, really. I mean, you should do a post-COVID launch.
Yes, it would go again, and then
forget about the last year and just go at it again.
So that's on Spotify as well, and so
brilliant.
We've done all that work, and thanks very much for the opportunity, and it's great. And there's a great buzz here at Highland today, and it's open day. So
yeah, it's lovely for you to come down. Morning. And Brother Ray, why did you choose that as your performance name?
Well, it's because I play with so many different people,
right?
And so whoever I play with, I sort of call that Brother Ray. Yeah. So if I play with Paul Casey, I record with him, then it's just not just me. And then I've played in Bennigan's a good few times, but with different people each time. So just trying to get a name that sticks each time.
Yeah, that can work as a collective, can work as a collaboration, but can work also you on your own.
Yes, that's right. And I think I stole it from Game of Thrones now, come to think of it.
But you didn't have to admit that. Is there a Brother Ray in Game of Thrones, is there?
There is. It's Ian McShane.
All right, okay. It's just not a programme I've watched, but I'm very tempted to give it a lash. Listen, thanks so much. I really enjoyed that. Cracking wee song, that is. And the album is available, The Eagle of Toledo, and it's available on Spotify as well. It's Brother Ray under Spotify, isn't that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And also you can check out his YouTube channel as well for more stuff there. And it could be a staple of your Christmas playlist down the line. Who's to say? Brother Ray, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks so much.
Right, we've about 35 minutes to go on the countdown for our car draw. If you want to get your tickets, you better give us a call now, 07491 25,000, or get onto the website, highlandradio.com. I will announce in good time when everything's closed, so as you don't miss out or you don't enter after you'd be actually in the draw. All right, stay tuned, more to come.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union, now offering mortgages with life cover provided at no additional cost. Letterkenny Credit Union, 9102127.
In cold weather, why work with a red nose and blue fingers? Heat your garage or shed with a kerosene blow heater from Gortley Sales and Hire in Letterkenny. Call into Gortley Sales and Hire in Letterkenny, where you'll find heaters of all sizes for sale and hire at great value.
Our McCullough Jewellers in Letterkenny are synonymous with fine jewellery, quality watches and giftware, with stores at Main Street, Letterkenny and the Letterkenny Shopping Centre, or online at ourmccullough.com. You can choose from their quality product range in a relaxed atmosphere, and their sales staff will be happy to help you make the right choice, whatever the occasion. Our McCullough Jewellers, making moments magical for generations.
Give the gift of shoes this Christmas with Green Shoes. Top brands like Kate Appleby, Una Healy and Doc Martens. Also Tommy Bow, Bugatti, Echo and many more. A huge selection of everyday and special occasion footwear. If in doubt, gift cards are available. Green Shoes at Letterkenny Shopping Centre, Market Square and in Fulcara. Shop LK and one for all gift cards accepted, and a deposit club is available. Shop online at greenshoes.com.
New this week in Home Store and More. All 100% cotton printed duvet sets and all prestige kitchenware and all feather and down duvets and pillows are all half price. But better hurry, because when all the half price 100% cotton printed duvet sets, prestige kitchenware and feather and down duvets and pillows are gone, they're gone. Also, all fireplace accessories are still half price. But when they're gone, they're definitely gone. Drop by your local Home Store and More. Visit us online at homestoreandmore.ie. Home Store and More. A happy home.
Join the Tumbling Paddies for a Christmas shindig on Thursday 29th in the Abbey Hotel, Donegal Town. Tickets available online or at the door. Ireland's most exciting young band, the Tumbling Paddies, live in the Abbey Hotel, Donegal Town, Thursday 29th of December. Doors open at 9 p.m.
Shrink your Christmas bill at Dunn Stores with 20% off wine and champagne. Delicious free-range Irish turkeys for just $39.99. 20% off our unsmoked centre-cut Irish ham. And a selection of vegetable side dishes like seasoned roast potatoes with herb butter and Brussels sprouts with bacon pieces are mix and match any two for €5.50. Plus, with our 10 off 50 grocery voucher, you save even more. Dunn Stores. Make Christmas for everyone. Terms and conditions apply. Voucher can be used on next grocery shop of €50 or more. Voucher excludes alcohol. Please drink sensibly.
Okay, you're very welcome back to the 9 till noon show. No, get your coffee, Bishop. It's fine. Okay, we have an open house today. Okay, so everything is okay. Right, now, before we are joined by Bishop Alan McGuckian, who's grabbing his tea or coffee, and the Right Reverend Andrew Forster, I want to say good morning first to Mary. Good morning to you, Mary.
Good morning, Greg.
How are you keeping? Happy Christmas to you.
Happy Christmas to you and all on Highland too.
Are you all set?
I'm all set here. Busy morning here, just in the hairdresser's getting a little bit of shady grey roots touched up.
You're ruining the surprise now.
Oh, not at all. No, this hairdresser's
Are you currently actually in the hairdressers at the moment?
I sure am. Yeah.
Would they not sing us a Christmas song in there? No, are they too shy?
I don't know.
We'll not try it, will we?
They're a wee bit backward.
Well, come here. I won't delay you very long. You are going to tell us about a nice Christmas memory that you have. We were inviting people to give us their Christmas memories. What's yours?
Yeah, that was yesterday, yeah. No, I just have a short little story of something that came to mind yesterday morning. There was 4 girls in our house. The 3 of them was just a year apart, so we were kind of around the one age. And we all slept in the same bedroom, 2 double beds. But Santa arrived at very early in the morning. He didn't kind of wait till we were nearly getting up. So my oldest sister, she must have heard a kerfuffle, or I don't know what she heard, but she woke up anyway. And the presents at that time, Santa left them on the bottom of the bed, not downstairs. So she kind of woke up, or maybe she had her eyes closed, but maybe wasn't sleeping. I'm not really sure. But whenever Santa left anyway, she jumped up and started to open up hers. And next thing, the door opens, and on came Mammy and and just got a right telling off, because she woke up us up as well, and we were going to try and open hers. So everybody was left with, say, not a red face, but a near red backside to lie down till the morning. So it just came to mind yesterday, so I just wanted to share it.
And did you get back to sleep, Mary?
I doubt it.
Oh, I would say it would have been tough, wouldn't it?
It's quite many moons ago, Greg. So, but I doubt.
And do you have a large family? Because we had 7 in our family, and there was the tripling up in the beds too. I remember that in my childhood as well.
Double up, six in our house. So there was 2 that a few years older than the lower 4, so they would have had their own rooms, and then eventually it moved out. So, but no, we were always doubled up, and the house was always pretty full now. So.
Lovely.
And at that time, the presents weren't plentiful from Santa, because Santa wouldn't have had a whole lot of money, but it was good crack, and sharing and plenty of fun.
Yeah. Lovely stuff to be able
Yeah.
to reflect on. Well, listen, I'm going to let you get in and let the hairdressing Santa work their wonders on your greys as you described them.
Well, they'll need wonders, yeah.
Right, we need more dye. Come here. €100 hamper from Gilday's Farm Butchers, Old Town Road, Letterkenny. It includes a boned and rolled turkey joint, a gammon, and a joint of beef. Don't forget, folks, you can still order your joint for Christmas with Gilday's Farm Butchers. But that hamper is yours for sharing that lovely memory with us.
Lovely.
So I wish you and yours, Mary, Malseed, is it?
Yeah, in Malseed, yeah.
Malseed, okay. Listen, have a lovely Christmas.
And you too, Greg, and thanks very much. That's a lovely present.
Yes, and we'll
Thanks,
get that
everyone.
to you.
Highland.
All right, bye-bye. Take
All
care
right.
of yourself. Thank you so very much indeed. We really appreciate Mary sharing that lovely memory, and she's won that prize as well. Bishop Alan McGuckian, Bishop of Raphoe, good morning to you.
Good morning, Greg.
Thank you so very much for joining us. And the Right Reverend Andrew Forster, the Bishop of Derry and Raphoe, thank you so much for joining us as well.
It's a pleasure, Greg. Good to see you.
It's good to have you both in studio with us as well. We're going to talk about the message for Christmas, but it's a complicated time, Bishop, isn't it? And I think for many people who've listened to this programme throughout 2022, they'll be acutely aware of that. It's been an incredibly tough year for many people, and not just those associated with the awful tragedy we saw, but many people have suffered their own personal loss, and it's relative, and it feels as painful and raw to them as well. And I think just at Christmas time, and we're all, sharing beautiful memories, and that's lovely too. It's okay to be happy, you have to remember, but it can be a tough time for people too, can't it?
Absolutely, and we had it yesterday here in Donegal, and that very sad burial of Private Rooney in Newton Cunningham, where yet again as a community we gather, and it was beautiful that the President and all these people came again, but they were so aware that they were coming back to Donegal to be with us in a time of tragedy. But just picking up on what you just said, I read something wonderful about the nature of joy. Often we feel when other people are going through grief and we're associated with it, that it's not right to be joyful. Or indeed, even more particularly when we're going through our own our own sadness and pain, joy seems so far away. But the point about joy is that it is not about me. Joy is not egotistical. And therefore, because it doesn't ultimately come from me, it comes from above. And it is not only not right to be joyful, even in the face of other people's sadness, even in the face of my own sadness. It is proper to be joyful. And I
because
think
we struggle with that as humans. Not all of us, but
we do.
We're very flawed.
Oh, indeed. No, we're shot through with that flow, and part of it is it can almost seem like a good thing to be miserable. That it wouldn't be right for me to be happy in this.
And there is an element of conditioning to that as well, forces beyond our control, be it the media or whatever, and we're not going to get into a big debate on that.
No.
But because, and I'll allow you to continue that point in a moment, or I'd like you to, but Reverend too, though, it's just that sometimes it feels overwhelming what seems like bad news. Do you know what I mean? You hear something, and I find myself, I find it can weigh me down greatly at times, is that everywhere you look, and maybe it's an age thing as you get older, you encounter more of this, not exclusively, but perhaps you do. But everywhere you turn, you think there's a respite, and then there's something else that you hear.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Greg, and I think, I suppose we had the couple of years of the pandemic where everything was changed completely. And then last year, whenever restrictions began to ease and so on, and we thought, oh, great, we're through all of that. But it seems 2022 was a really tough year for a lot of people. And, the tragedies here within the county, but also the impact of the cost of living crisis. People really, really struggling. I think everybody's feeling that, and those who are on the margins of society are feeling it even more. So there is that. It's been a tough year. There's no doubt it's been a tough year. And I suppose we carry some of the pain and trauma of that with us all the time. But yet, what Bishop Allen is saying, one of the things about being a Christian is that we carry both pain and joy. And we know the reality of pain, but we know the joy, the deep joy that comes from the presence of God with us. And joy and happiness are sort of different things, aren't they? Happiness is there's a lovely frivolity to happiness, whereas joy is something deep within, that we know that in spite of all that's going on around us, that there's a security in God's love.
Can I put another word on that
goodness
as well? Contentment.
Yeah.
To feel content that today I don't really have something that I have to feel incredibly anxious or worried about. And that's what we seek, isn't it? That's contentment.
It is. And there's an amazing verse in the New Testament from St. Paul, and he wrote it from a prison cell, saying, I've learned the secret of contentment in every situation. And I sort of think, how on earth can you say that in a prison cell? But yet there was somebody who's, in earthly terms, his life was falling apart. He was being persecuted, he was in a prison cell, and yet he was saying, I know a contentment. And for me, that's the difference that faith makes in a fractured and broken and hurting world, So that's why, and for Alan and I, both as brother bishops, but as close friends, we seek to carry that joy of God's presence and that contentment that you talk about as well, Greg.
Yeah, and of course, and through the awful tragedy of Creasle and the ongoing tragedy, because it still is. I presume you two were good for each other. That friendship and spiritual help was because you don't get used to things like this. You don't.
No, nobody should carry any of these things alone, and having one another. The support that we were to one another, but also at that time, both of us would have seen the amazing reality of the coming together of people, the outpouring of generosity and goodness was what carried. I can't speak for the people who truly suffered the tragedy, but I think they were hugely supported by the love of the people, of people gathering around, and thank God we still here in this county, and of course in many other places, we have a great capacity for that.
Yeah,
I think what I experienced at that time was, utter heartache and pain, but yet incredible depths of goodness and love. And it's unusual, as all of us feel this. It's unusual, some of the small things that stand out in our minds that stay with us. And one of the things, and it's a seemingly small thing, but it really impacted me, was on the Saturday morning when Alan and I went together to Creasle, and it was at that point a recovery operation. And as we walked up to the site, there was a house on the right hand side just walking up from the village, and I think every window was broken. Every window was blown out. And the lady of the house was coming out with a tray of tea to give it to those who were helping. And I thought, oh my goodness, her house was wrecked, and yet she was caring for people around her. And it's, things like that can almost pass you by, and you think, there's the goodness of people. And
well, we see the best of people in the worst of times, don't we? Yeah. I just would love if we, and when I say we, I mean me, all of us, is that we can find that's there, and that you see, I think, more maybe in New York, where there's an Irish community, or in Australia or Dubai or something, that sort of real togetherness all of the time, that I fear sometimes we're losing a little bit here. Not speaking for everyone, but when it's needed, it does reappear. But then it's sort of, and I'm not talking about the Creasle tragedy now, but then it sort of retreats back into us again.
I think we have to decide to love. I think we actually, as neighbours and as members of the community, as people who live in the county, we actually have to make a conscious decision to love, because all of us know that makes the world a better place. And there's so many pressures that can pull away from goodwill, pull away from peace, pull away from love. There's so many pressures in society today, and so much that sort of diminishes people's individuality. And
but we have to think for ourselves, because unfortunately division has been politicised, it's been weaponised, and it's been monetarised. And it doesn't matter who you are, you're a product to some people who want to sow division amongst us. It's up to us to rise above that and to truly think for ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I think if we start doing that, a lot of the stuff we talk about, I mean, the stuff would divide us in the past, and it seems like old hat now. Like I said, that's nothing almost compared to everything now has to be a black and white, and we need to find that grey space in the middle, because we have so much more that unites us than divides us, so much more in common than that separates us. Is that?
And if you can even take the fact, here is a Church of Ireland bishop and a Roman Catholic bishop sitting together, talking to you on the radio. It's actually not that long ago that just would not have happened.
I didn't have the courage to say that, but that was exactly my point. That almost seems like, well,
I know
that was nothing compared to now. And I'm not talking about all the other stuff. I'm on about just this feels normal. This is the way it should always have been.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, well, of course it is, because look at all this other stuff that's we have to concern ourselves with now.
Yeah.
Bishop McGuckian, what is the message from you this Christmas?
No, I was thinking as I was coming up, you often see the nativity scene, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, shepherds and wise men, and that's the correct one. That's the one that is in the Bible. In a whole lot of places, and you see it particularly in places in Europe, they have huge nativity scenes, and there's butchers and bakers and candlestick makers and women going past carrying water, and they're not in the Bible, but there's a great wisdom in that, because Christmas is a miracle in the middle of it all. And we went straight to in the middle of the tragedy, but it's in the middle of the ordinary stuff, all of us going about our ordinary lives, and we can easily forget, and we have to try and remember. You were talking about we have to try and remember and live reflectively, but the message of Christmas is that there is a miracle in the middle of the ordinary stuff, and you look around and see all of the ordinariness of your life, whatever it is, and the truth is that there is a miracle, that God is in the midst of it all.
Yeah. Bishop Forster, obviously you would echo that, but anything else you wish to add yourself?
One of the things I've been thinking about over the last couple of days is names, actually, and we all our names have different meanings, and what I'm thinking about when I'm in the cathedral on Christmas Day is two of the names that are given to Jesus. One was Jesus and one was Emmanuel, and he's given the name Jesus, it says in Matthew's Gospel, because he will save the people from their sin, and then Emmanuel, God with us. And for me, those names tell us, saving us from sin, that Jesus is there in the darkest of things and in the darkest of places in our own hearts as well. And his light is there to help us, to forgive, to renew, to give us that new outlook, that second chance, if you like. And then that beautiful name Emmanuel, which means God is with us. And for me, for many people who live their life, we say with that sense of joy that God is with us, and that's what helps us face into.
And it always doesn't feel like that. I'm sure even there must be moments that you not doubt it, but you say, why? Show me why, or help me understand. I mean, you don't have all the answers.
Most of the time.
It's the same frailties we all have.
Time. But that's the thing, what we were saying about joy. Joy is not a product of how I feel. Yeah. Joy is something else, and it's deeper, and it is true.
And sometimes, faith, faith and doubt can often mix together. And sometimes faith, it's just about holding on and saying, in the midst of things that I can't answer or I can't make sense of, I'm going to hold on here.
But you don't have to be all in from the get-go.
Yeah.
People find faith and they move away faith, they come back.
It's the journey of life, isn't it? It's the journey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the journey.
It's, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I think people think that you have to be all in or else you're bad, but it's not like that, I presume. Speaking of names, Bishop Alan, wonderful name. Bishop Andrew, wonderful. Gregory, Augustine, Peter. Hello.
Hey. Good names.
3.
Whoa, great names.
3. I'm particularly proud of Augustine. I'm not going to lie.
I know, that's very impressive.
It's a nice one.
And St. Augustine, you know, one of the great fathers of the church, and one of the quotes from St. Augustine that always lands in my mind, always, I love it. He said this: "You have made us for yourself, and our hearts are restless until they find their rest in you." Talking about God and his relationship with God. So what a great name to have. I'm plain old Andrew James, you know.
I think it was a bishop that suggested that to my parents. There's a story there, I can't remember it at the time. Right, okay. So we say, would one of you want to lead us in prayer or say a prayer for people who are listening? Shall you do it this year, Bishop Andrew?
I'd love to do that, Greg. And Greg, can I just say too, to thank you. You know, I think this show is really important to this county, and this year, particularly through what we've been through, you know, you gave people the opportunity to share and to support, and you have an incredible gift and talent of being able to sum up how people are feeling and the emotions that they're going through. So, you know, I think what you do here is hugely important for us across the county, and, you know, just to thank you, because I'm sure you don't get that as much as you should. But
I don't really enjoy it either, to be honest with you. But I mean, that means really a great deal to me. Thank you.
Really
Thank you very much indeed. Okay,
well,
right.
Let me pray.
Go ahead.
Good.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the county of Donegal. We thank you for this county that we love. We thank you for this county that nurtures us and blesses us. We thank you for its beauty, its landscape, its coast. But most of all, we thank you for its people. We thank you for people who have blessed us and helped us on our journey of life. And as we come to Christmas time, we remember all those who have gone before us and helped make us into the people we are today. And we give thanks for them in grateful remembrance. And today we pray for all those across our county, and particularly the people of Creeslough, who know great pain this Christmas time. And we pray that they would be surrounded with love and goodness. And as we remember the coming of Jesus into the world, assure each of us that God is with us. Assure each of us that even if our faith feels very weak, or if it's strong, that you will be with us to help and bless, to forgive, to heal, and to nurture. Help us to take each step of our life wanting to know you and wanting to make the world, the county where you've placed us, a better place because we are here. Thank you for Christmas. And may the blessing of Christmas bless our homes and our hearts. And we ask this in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Well done, Bishop Forster. That was wonderful. Thank you for that. Bishop McCuckeen, thank you as well.
Thank
and
you
we appreciate you
for
both
everything, Greg.
calling down and being able to be in studio with us as well.
Pleasure.
Have
Lovely to be here.
a lovely Christmas, New Year in 2023, and I'm sure we'll be speaking again. Thank you so much.
Well, happy Christmas to you and to everybody.
We'll be back with more shortly.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union. Now offering MyCU current account and debit MasterCard, bringing full banking features, delivered with the same local trustworthy service of your credit union.
Government unveils its cow cull plan. For more in this week's Farmers Journal, here's Paul Mooney.
We analyse the impact of the Climate Action Plan for farmers. Big push for all 46,000 acres farmers to be paid next year. And we have an exclusive interview with the European Commissioner for Agriculture on farm payments and food security.
Plus, in Irish country living, full festive TV listings, take our Christmas quiz, and lots of puzzles for all the family. The Irish Farmers Journal wishes all our readers a happy and safe Christmas.
Hello, Hill 16 Insurance. How can I help you? Up the dubs.
Hi. I am looking for a home insurance quote.
Righto, and what part of Dublin do you live in?
I don't actually live in Dublin.
Right. Do you support the Dubs?
What? I'm just looking for home insurance.
Well, you're going to have to keep looking, pal, because Hill 16 is Dublin only.
Get the feeling that your insurer doesn't want you? At Local Insurance, we understand your needs. Call today for a bespoke quote or find us online at localinsurance.ie. Local Insurance, we'll get you sorted. The Local Insurance Network, DAC Trading's Local Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. Local Insurance is a tied insurance intermediary of Acorn Brokerage Limited. Acorn Brokerage Limited, trading as Acorn Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Hi, Paddy here at Shane Conley Cars in Donegal Town. Are you looking to upgrade your car? With Shane Conley Cars, you'll find makes and models for every budget. Great finance options, and we also accept trade-ins. Check out ShaneConleyCars.com or call in to us at Shane Conley Cars from Lonahur Road, Donegal Town.
Mike Denver in concert with guests Brendan Shine and Philomena Begley at the Mount Erigal Hotel, Letterkenny on January 6th and Millennium Forum Derry on March 18th. Tickets now on sale at both venues and Ticketmaster.ie. That's Mike Denver with Philomena Begley and Brendan Shine in Letterkenny and Derry. The perfect Christmas gift.
Government unveils its cow cull plan. For more in this week's Farmers Journal, here's Paul Mooney.
We analyse the impact of the Climate Action Plan for farmers. Big push for all 46,000 acres farmers to be paid next year. And we have an exclusive interview with the European Commissioner for Agriculture on farm payments and food security.
Plus, in Irish country living, full festive TV listings, take our Christmas quiz, and lots of puzzles for all the family. The Irish Farmers Journal wishes all our readers a happy and safe Christmas.
Whatever the weather this December, Letterkenny will bring a warm front to your shopping and great value for your pocket. Highland Weather Forecast, brought to you by Shop LK.
Okay, cloud will increase through this morning. Outbreaks of rain, heavy at times, will gradually spread northwards across the region during the early afternoon. The rain will be persistent at times. There is a chance of some spot flooding. Highest temperatures of 5 to 7 degrees. Okay, I can't believe that I'm able to say this, but I'm delighted to welcome into studio the man himself. Santa, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure, Greg. To be here.
Oh, thank you. I'm actually a wee bit stuck for words because I've not often got to meet you in person. I won't keep you very long, Santa. I know you're very busy. Preparations are, I presume, at an advanced stage to get out and visit all the girls and boys?
Preparations are great stage now, yeah. Santa's very tired. He needs a wee bit of sleep to get carrying on with the work at the weekend.
Okay, and that's why we appreciate you sparing the time to talk to us today, and hopefully you can get a bit of shut-eye tomorrow. Now, you are going to be with us for a couple of hours here at Highland Radio. You're inviting the boys and girls come up and to make sure they're on the good list.
Yeah, the most of them are all on the good list. The kids are very, very good. Any kids that I have talked to are super. They're super kids.
Okay, and all the reindeers, they're all fit. There's no late injury worries. They're all ready to go for Christmas Eve.
No worries. I had Oisin's out feeding them at the minute, so everything's been looked after for me.
Brilliant. And we've also got confirmation that Donegal Airport, we were in contact with their tower. The Donegal skies have been cleared for you on Christmas Eve, and we were also onto Dublin Airport the same. So in terms of visiting Ireland, you have the skies to yourself. You will have no worries in that regard. So that's great news, isn't it?
All the skies are clear, and they assured me there would be no drones as well, because drones is very dangerous for Santa coming as well.
Of course, and Rudolph wouldn't have been used to those back in the day. Yeah, okay. Well, listen, how's Mrs. Claus, by the way?
Mrs. Claus is doing fine.
She's enjoying the peace and quiet, I would say.
She's enjoying the peace. She's glad to get rid of me, actually.
Right, okay. Well, I'm not glad to get rid of you, but I have to get rid of you, Santa, because there's people waiting to meet you. But thank you so much for sparing the time to come and join us here at Highland Radio today.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all your listeners in Highland Radio.
And you'll not forget my house either. I've
been there to see your child.
Lovely stuff. Hudson will be delighted.
Hudson, we'll see, yeah.
Thank you so much, Santa. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Okay. Merry Christmas, Santa. That is Santa Claus. He is with us here at Highland Radio for the next couple of hours. He has set himself up in the outside broadcasting unit, and you can come and see him at us and see us too at the Mountaintop Letterkenny. You can also come in for a look around, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. There's a few of the regular voices you can put faces to, and all of that as well. Right, it's all very exciting. I can't believe that I actually got to meet Santa today. My Christmas is complete.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union. Now offering MyCU current account and debit MasterCard, bringing full banking features, delivered with the same local trustworthy service of your credit union.
It's important to be able to do the things you love at Christmas. That's why Tesco are standing up for joy this year with offers on your Tesco Club card. Carve yourself a special Christmas with the Tesco finest Irish Angus Carvery rib roast, now half price. You can tick that off your foodie wish list. And we've offers on a variety of festive veg like Brussels sprouts, now 49 cent. And before you say you hate Brussels sprouts, don't worry. There's cabbage, Swedes and carrots to name a few. We're standing up for joy this Christmas. Tesco. Every little helps. Product subject to availability. Excludes express stores.
If you're tired and struggling to put a spring in your step, discover the power of Revive Active at your local Brennan's Pharmacy. Revive Active is an award-winning super supplement containing 26 active ingredients, including vitamin C, D and zinc, which support your immune system, all in one handy daily sachet. Made for busy, stressful lives, it's the convenient way to put back what life takes out. Enrich your life with Revive Active. In-store or online, click and collect from brennanspharmacy.com. We're here for you.
Nutria's winter feed offers now available at your local Homeland store. Buy 10 bags, get one free when purchasing Nutria's Pre-Carver ATP nut or Nutria's Next Gen Heifer ATP. €10 off per tonne. Also available on bulk orders. T's and C's apply. Contact your local Homeland or farm commercial specialist today. Visit nutrias.ie for full product details.
Flu and COVID-19 vaccines will give your immune system the top-up it needs to help protect you from serious illness. That's why children, older people, healthcare workers, and anyone with a long-term health condition are invited to get their recommended flu and COVID-19 vaccines. Visit hsc.ie or call our team on HSC Live on 1800 700 700 to see what vaccines are recommended for you and make sure you and your family are protected in the months ahead. From the HSE.
Are you looking for a great gift for a wine lover this Christmas? In the seller off licence at Kelly Centra, Letterkenny, there's great value in choice wines, reds and whites from around the world, including great value gift packs. Also, selected boxes of beer, 20 packs from just €22. And many more amazing offers for Christmas at Kelly Centra, Mountaintop Letterkenny. The 2022 C-Store National Off-Licence of the Year. Drink alcohol responsibly. See drinkaware.ie.
Okay, very shortly we're going to be joined on the programme by Leah Hart, and we're going to hear her track, Everyone's at Home for Christmas. That in just a minute or two, but first let's get a quick news update, and we'll say good morning now to Donald Kavanagh. Good morning, Donald.
Thank you, Greg. Good morning. In his Christmas message, President Michael D. Higgins has extended again his deepest sympathies to the people of Creeslough following the terrible tragedy in October. The President says he hopes this coming year will bring healing. 10 people died in an explosion in Creeslough on October 7th. President Higgins says it was a privilege for him to visit the town at a time of profound sadness. Water supply still haven't returned to Falcarra and surrounding areas as efforts continue to rectify a major electrical problem at the Ardsbeg water treatment plant in Gortha Hork. Water supplies are being provided on an emergency basis through a tanker which is parked outside the Falcarra Community Hospital at present. The Irish Water are hoping to have supplies restored by early afternoon. Meanwhile, issues at a treatment plant in Lechemeka Ward means there's a risk of outages there and in surrounding areas. The HSE is warning that hospitalisations for COVID-19 and flu could reach over 1,000 each over Christmas. A national crisis management team has been established to allocate resources to emergency areas of the health service. Today, senior health officials are meeting with the Taoiseach Health Minister over a spike in viral infections. Yesterday, over 635 people with COVID-19 were being treated across the country, 31 of them in Letterkenny University Hospital. And the Nissan councillor is condemning the vandalism of the Glengad Football Club pitch at Crua. It happened on Wednesday night. It's believed a car rammed through the gate of the pitch before going on to damage the playing surface. Local councillor Martin McDermott, who chairs the club, is urging anyone with information to come forward. And the Energy Minister, Eamon Ryan, is warning that high prices could be a feature for at least another 2 years. He's warning a volatile international market, particularly in the price of gas, means uncertainty will be the norm. He says gas prices in particular will remain high as the EU attempts to wean itself off dependence on Russian supplies. And we're back with news headlines again at 12 noon.
All right, Donald, thank you very much for that. Now, we really appreciate Leah Hart waiting to chat to us, 21-year-old singer-songwriter from Kildare. Leah, it's lovely to have you on the show. How are you keeping?
Really good, thanks. Thanks so much for having me on.
Excellent. You've really enjoyed 2022, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. I kind of can't believe it's almost over. Feels like it was only I was only doing festival season literally yesterday. But yeah, it's been busy. It's kind of my first year properly submerged in the industry now because I started in COVID and I'd released like a whole EP before I'd ever performed any of my songs live. So this year I was really just finally getting a chance to, play all the festivals and play my own headline show and stuff and really sing all my songs live and feel like understand what that feels like and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been amazing.
But you must have been dreaming of that, because it doesn't matter what age we are, we never stop dreaming. But especially as your work started to take off, you must have been chomping at the bit to get out there and get, that it must be amazing to hear people sing your song back to you, to pop when the first chords start. It must be a beautiful feeling, Leah.
Oh, it really is. Like, I think it was at my headline show last April in the Academy in Dublin when I first kind of felt that. And I'd released a song like 4 days beforehand and I was like, oh, no one will probably know this. But anyway, I love the song, so let's just release it and see what happens. And literally, I actually just let them sing the whole song basically because they just knew every word. And for me, that was like just such a surreal moment because like lyrics that mean so much to me. And I write a lot about personal stuff and it just felt like crazy.
Yeah, because you get the double hit, don't you? Because it's obviously your voice and the reaction to that. But these are words, and as you say, they're personal. And for them to resonate with people, I'm sure you've got messages that say, that song of yours means this to me. So it must be a great gift to have that connection with your audience, Leah.
Yeah, I love that. Like for songwriting, when people ask, what that song's about, I'm like, it's personal to me, but I just love that people can take it whatever way they want and they can relate it to certain situations. And it could be completely different to what I actually wrote it about. But I just love that people take lyrics and are like, that reminds me of this person, or, oh my God, I was in that situation. And it's so nice to know that I'm not alone in it and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I absolutely adore songwriting. And
that is the good songwriting, because I might listen to a song today and it means something to me. In a year, I listen to it and it means something else to me. And that's the art of good songwriting, isn't it? And that connection with the audience. What was it like sort of really blowing up on Instagram and TikTok? What is that? Be correct to say primarily TikTok or was it primarily Instagram?
Started with TikTok, yeah. So I was a few weeks into lockdown like everyone, and I think within the first couple of days I made an Instagram and a TikTok account for my music, and it was the first time I ever put myself out online. Like, I've been singing since I was really young, but I'd never taken the step to put it online because I think I didn't know what could come from it, and I was also a bit worried at the start about like what people would say and if they compare me to everybody else, and I just had those worries. But within like the first few videos I was posting original songs and covers, and people were so supportive, and I kind of realized like TikTok as a platform, how it could reach like a massive audience and like people literally the other side of the world.
Global, that's it. There's nothing like it. It's unbelievable, really. But Leah, how do you cope with the inevitable negativity? I mean, obviously it's going to be for the most part positive, but yourself, very sadly, as brilliant as social media is, there are people just populated only to try and hurt others and to take them down. It's not a criticism of you or your music. They don't care about that. They just like to spread negativity and hurt. And I'd say, there's lots of young people listening too that find themselves in the same position. So how do you cope with that, Leah? Do you ignore it? Do you just take it for what it is and block them, or what?
Yeah, I really try not to hone in on that one comment amongst hundreds of nice comments. And although your eye is drawn to that bad one, and you do start thinking about it, but like you just can't focus on the negativity when there's 99% of the people in the world are, especially in Ireland as well, I feel like they're really behind me and they're backing me and everything they say is super positive. So I definitely just ignore it, and it is easier said than done, and I get that sometimes you're thinking about it, but I'm just like, I don't know this person. If they don't like my music, that's fine. People can have their own opinions, and not everyone is going to like me and like my voice, and that's completely fine. And yeah, I'm so grateful for all the love and support I continuously have, and really just focus on that.
Come here, what was C-Sessions like?
Oh my God, so much fun. I loved it.
Mad crowd, I would say, in the most positive way.
I've always wanted to go, but I never got to go before COVID. So I was buzzing when I found out I was playing it. And they just were like up for such a laugh. And yeah, we had a great day.
Brilliant stuff. And 2023, more of the same?
Yeah, well, I kind of, in 2022, I spent a lot of time writing and really feel like I know myself as an artist a lot better and what it is I want to say. So I have a lot of stuff ready to go, which is exciting. And I'm also doing my first Olympia show in Dublin, which is really, really cool. Tickets are on sale now for that. And we're almost sold out, which is really exciting.
Wow, that's brilliant. Okay, so there are just a limited number of tickets available for the Olympia. What month's that in again? Sorry, Leah?
April 2nd. It's during the Easter holidays.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, just after April Fool's Day. Right, Leah, we had a young girl in singing earlier on, and I think, is going to be the Leah of the future. You started around about that age, and we've just had so much talent from so many different generations today. Just set up everyone's home for Christmas for us, if you don't mind, Leah.
Yeah, absolutely. I wrote it in August, actually, and I just have really felt the last few years not being with everyone that I love, obviously for many reasons, has been really, really tough. So I just wanted to write a really upbeat, positive Christmas song that people can just be with their loved ones and just sing along and have great fun. So that's what Everybody's Home for Christmas is about.
Leah, thank you very much for your time, and your patience is genuinely appreciated. It's just live and things were running over. You're very, very good, and continued success, okay?
Thank you so much.
I wish the best for you, and happy Christmas.
You too.
Okay, there she goes. That is Leah Hart, and here's her track, Everyone's Home for Christmas.
Change a thing, 'cause we don't need no jingle bells. We'll be dancing in Brussels, singing every single word is Santa baby. We'll be lighting up the streets, rocking round the Christmas tree, 'cause everybody's home for Christmas. Watch every single Home Alone, and Grandma's trying to work her phone while Granddad's drinking whiskey from the bottle. Staring out my window pane at every single drop of rain, hoping that it turns to snow tomorrow. We don't need no jingle bells. We'll be dancing in Brussels, singing every single word is Santa baby. We'll be lighting up the streets, rocking round the Christmas tree, 'cause everybody's home for Christmas. Cause we don't need no jingle bells. We'll be dancing in Brussels, singing every single word to Santa baby. We'll be lighting up the streets, rocking round the Christmas tree, 'cause everybody's home, everybody's home for Christmas.
Show is brought to you by Letterkenny Credit Union, with monster loans available up to €60,000 for all occasions. Visit letterkennycu.ie.
These are the sounds of the morning. These are the sounds of the night before. And these are the sounds of the morning after the night before. 10% of fatal alcohol-related crashes happen between 7 and 11 a.m. No matter how you might feel, the morning after is one of the most dangerous times to drive. Never ever drink and drive. From the Road Safety Authority.
The The 9 till noon show is brought to you by Letterkenny Credit Union, offering low-rate car loans with fast approval. Apply online at letterkennycu.ie or in office today.
Hi everyone, Father Paddy Dunn here. I look forward to your company on Christmas Day from 1 to 3 p.m. when I'll be playing 2 hours of your favourite Christmas carols. I look forward to your company on Christmas Day and a very happy Christmas to you all.
Spoil someone with a beautiful perfume this Christmas from McGee's Chemist Letterkenny. Choose by designer, budget or celebrity. Top names like Clarins, Flowerbomb, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, Calvin Klein and Burberry. Also Yves Saint Laurent, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Elizabeth Arden and so many more. All at McGee's Chemist, Main Street, Letterkenny and online at mcgees.ie. McGee's, where the best cost less.
Hi there, David James here, inviting you to join myself and my band on St Stephen's Night, Monday the 26th of December, for a great night of dancing in the Ingraining Hotel in Burt. Doors open at 9 with dancing from 9:30. Our special guest on the night is Sinead Black. Why not make a night of it? B&B only $59.50 per person sharing. We'll see you on St Stephen's Night.
Watson Menswear in Letterkenny have a gift to suit this Christmas. Casual shirts and polo shirts, knitwear, jeans and so much more. Top names like Superdry, Penguin and Mishmash. Open every day to Christmas, Sundays 1 to 6 and late every Thursday and Friday. A deposit will secure any item and if you're unsure, a gift voucher always makes a great present. Watson Menswear on Main Street, Letterkenny and online at watsonmenswear.com.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why.
The Euro Millions jackpot is a guaranteed €17 million. Play responsibly in-store, in-app or at lottery.ie. The National Lottery. It could be you.
All of us in Brennan's Pharmacy would like to wish you and yours a very happy Christmas and a peaceful, healthy new year in 2023. Our sincere thanks to our patients and customers for your continued support throughout the year. Our pharmacies are open on Christmas Eve and will reopen on Wednesday the 28th after the Christmas break. Please check our Facebook page for details of opening hours. Nullag Honna Díomh Golair from your local Brennan's Pharmacy, Buncrana, Clonmany and Creaslow.
For all your home heating needs, oil, gas and solid fuels. National Fuels, Pierce Road, Letterkenny. 9137400. National Fuels, bringing you the time at...
the time is 11:14. It's the 9 till noon show, Christmas Eve special. Thanks again to Leah Hart, super talented young singer-songwriter. She's already places, but going places even further. Right, now it is Highland Radio's open day and we've got loads of people calling in to see us. I don't think they're calling in to see us really. I think a lot of them are calling in to see Santa. Grace Diffley, good morning to you, Grace.
Hello, Grace.
Speak to
Come on, speak up.
How are you? Good, okay. And Zach, how are you?
Good.
What age are you, Zach?
7.
7? I think you look about 10. Is that a Manchester United top you've got on you? Do you support them?
Speak, sir.
He's okay. Who's your favourite player?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, okay. And what do you like, Grace? Do you like football or something else?
I like bowling.
You like hurling?
Yeah.
Oh, why do you play or do you just like to watch it?
She watches and plays it. We played it. We both do it. We play at the Letterkenny Gales.
Wow, okay. Brilliant stuff. And who can hit the ball furthest out of the two of you?
Me.
It's not really a ball, but you know what I mean. Are you going to accept?
It's like a slitter.
I know.
It's a little.
It's a slitter?
Yeah.
And what do you call the stick that you hold again?
Hurley.
Oh, a hurley, okay. And do you have your own hurleys?
Yeah.
All right, very good. And Grace, have you been good this year? Are you looking forward to the big day? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Huh? Santa Claus. Did you see Santa here yet?
No.
Are you going to go in and see him?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you know what you're going to look for off Santa?
Yeah.
What?
Coal.
Lego.
No, coal. Daddy wants coal. You're not getting coal, Daddy. What are you going to ask for?
Lego.
Lego? And a surprise?
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
I'm gonna get 2 Lego Technic sets. One's a Jeep Wrangler and one is a excavator.
Brilliant. Do you like building things?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. And you like Lego too as well, Grace?
Yeah. I like Lego Friends, which you can make your own things out of Lego, and you can collect Lego for building.
Oh, that's very good. And come here, do you two fight much, or are you best friends?
Him box me.
Zach!
No, she starts it.
Well, Zach, I can see you. Hold on a second, Zach. You look very guilty there. So who starts it then? Okay. All right, who's the boss? Oh, are you Grace? You're saying Zach's the boss as well? I suppose he's your big brother, isn't he?
We have an older sister named Cassie.
Oh.
And she just didn't want to come in.
Okay, well, that's okay too. That makes it extra special for you.
Scared.
Scared? What age is she?
9.
You'd think at 9 now.
9
9 1/4. Right. When's your birthday, Zach?
28th of...
Let me bring this down a little bit so I can hear you a bit better. Go ahead.
28th of January.
Okay, very, very good. And when is your birthday, Grace?
I don't know. 16th of November.
And there's the big brother, Zach, had to answer that question for you again. You've got lovely children, Martin.
Thank you, Greg.
And you want coal from Santa. Have you been a good boy?
I've been a very good boy, of course.
No, you have not. He's been tickling it out of my bed at late.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're on the bold list then.
You have to get out of your bed, Chris.
So he tickles you to get you out of bed? Did he have to do that this morning?
He had to do it to both of us.
I think yous are best friends, aren't yous?
No.
Well, I see you putting your arm around your brother, so I think yous are. And that's lovely too.
Zach?
Right, okay, so you're going to go and see Santa now, are you?
Yeah.
All right, okay, and fingers crossed now. What time are you going to bed on Christmas Eve?
5 o'clock.
1
a.m.? Not 1 in the afternoon or 1 in the morning?
12 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
No, no later than 9.
1 o'clock.
Right, okay.
5 o'clock, Greg.
Well, that's between you and them, Martin. Come here. What are you going to leave anything out for Santa and the reindeers?
Carrots.
Carrots.
Milk.
Milk.
Cookies.
Cookies.
Giraffes.
Yeah. Now you have to go to sleep now because not now. Sorry, on Christmas Eve because then that's when Santa comes and you wake up and hopefully everything will be there that you hoped for. Martin, come here. We want to give you and your lovely family a €100 voucher for Letterkenny, sponsored by Safe Tech for all your safety and training requirements. So it's a Shop OK voucher.
Thank you very much, Greg.
All right, £100, so you can go and spend that now. I presume you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet.
Of course I have.
I'm going to spend it on is just Lego.
Lego?
But Santa's bringing Lego.
I do spend it on Fana Family.
And can you build stuff together, or do you have to build it separately?
We have a Lego table, and each of us have one half. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
but
listen.
My sister, 9, he'll take my half. A wee bit of her. A quarter.
And you wouldn't sing me a wee song, no? Jingle bells or anything? I think you would, Grace. I can see you smile. Are you going to sing Jingle Bells?
I sang into in front of loads of people.
Well, give us 2 lines of what you sang in front of loads of people. Come on, Grace.
Go on.
How does it start? Do we remember?
Zach, can you tell us?
No.
How does it start, Grace?
What did you sing? Jingle bells was it in school?
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle all
the way.
Oh, my father's to ride on
One horse open sleigh. Hey!
Jingle bell, jingle jingle all the way. Oh, my father's to ride on horse open sleigh.
Yay! Big round of applause for Grace. Well done. Zach, you missed out on the opportunity now. Listen, you two, go and see Santa. Make sure he knows. I know you presume you've already sent your letters, yeah?
The letters gone?
Letters are gone? Anyway, listen, you've an opportunity to go out and chat to him now to make sure he knows what's what. All right, so you just go and do that. Zach, happy hurling to you. Stick with the hurling. Don't you worry about Manchester United. Yes, go ahead. I'm worried, but go ahead. Yep.
In my FIFA World Cup sticker album, I have Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe? Wow, he's an amazing player. He's a Paris Saint-Germain he plays for?
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Is he the best player?
Gareth Bale.
Did you? Well, Gareth Bale, he's older than me at this stage. Did you watch the World Cup final?
Yeah.
And are you glad that Argentina won?
No.
What? Messi?
You don't like Messi Argentina. Is a crap player. Nearly every boy in my class said Argentina should never have won.
Well, you know what?
Even
they
my
did.
friend Keane.
Well-
He's like the best football player in my class.
Well, you know what? Keane was wrong. No harm to him. All right. Come here. Martin, thank you very much. Lovely to chat to you. Do you want to say hello to anyone, by the way? You said hello to Keane. Anyone else you want to say hello to before you go, Grace or Zach?
Speak up.
Does she listen to my programme? Do you know?
I want to say hello to Keane.
Keane.
What about Granny Mary and Granny Anna? Say hello to Granny Mary and Granny Anna.
Happy Christmas, Granny Mary and Granny Anna.
Christmas, Granny Anna and Granny Mary.
Oh, not the most enthusiastic, but hopefully it'll mean something to them. Listen, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Okay, bye-bye. That was Grace Diffley, Big Brother Zach, Dad Martin, and they've won themselves a lovely €100 Shop LK voucher sponsored by SafeTech for all your safety and training requirements. 086 60 25,000 is the WhatsApp and text number. I am going to move on to the next thing now, as soon as it's ready. Let me see. What let me do? Okay, right. Let us see what's coming up next. It's a bit, not chaotic, it's organised chaos, I would call it. Thanks to both bishops for binding people and communities together, being two leaders of Christians. Show your flock that we are all the same, no differences. We're all Christians, and you bring the bond of joining people no matter what religion. Happy Christmas to you all. Thanks for spreading that unity among us all. Hi, Greg. Can you give a mention, please? We held a Santa Tractor Run, Maggie's Tavern, St. Johnstone, on the 10th of December. Last night, we presented a cheque for the amazing amount of €8,270 to the Donegal Hospice. The committee would like to thank everyone who took part or contributed in any way. Merry Christmas to you all at Highland Radio and to your listeners. We're going to be joined by Daniel O'Donnell very shortly. Stay where you are. Happy 50th birthday to Joe Doherty from Castlefin, from all the gang. And Hugh was affected by the Creasla tragedy. Of course, they lost their beautiful daughter. And Hugh messaged to say, these people both attended our daughter's funeral. We wouldn't have wanted it any different. Hugh, thank you very much for passing that on. I do hope you are doing okay. Right. People often say the man that needs no introduction, and then begin to introduce them. So I'm not going to fall into any of those potholes. Daniel O'Donnell, good morning to you, and a very happy Christmas to you and your lovely family.
Good morning.
How are you keeping, Daniel?
Thank you, the same to you, Greg. I'm grand. I'm here. I had to come up to the very top of the house to get a quiet spot.
Isn't that good, though? It's nice to have the hustle and bustle at Christmas time, Daniel.
Absolutely. The house is full. They all arrived yesterday. The Siobhan and Gavin and the children and Michael and Sarah arrived from Australia. So it's really lovely. And we have dogs and cats and everything.
Yeah. And it's probably the first time you've all really been able to gather in such a way for quite a while, where you can do it without maybe that dark cloud, which won't be mentioned, hanging over us all.
Yeah, it's the first Christmas Michael's been here, since 2019, and he'd never missed a Christmas before that. So it really is lovely. It's lovely to be able to gather. I think everybody feels that there's that bit of more a relaxed feeling. I suppose people, we still have to be a wee bit aware, but you have that feeling that maybe it's behind us now. You know.
Yeah, we've care now, not fear. Care sort of replaced fear, especially for those most vulnerable around us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, this is Christmas now, isn't it? Really, this is having the family around, building up to the big day, the food. That's all really we want or can hope for in life. Is that happiness of having the people surrounding us?
Absolutely, it's just lovely, and I suppose for me, we had our choir practice this night down in the chapel, and that really is a big part of the Christmas for me, being able to go and sing with the choir at Mass. And this afternoon, I'm going to go up to the party in the hospital, and tomorrow the Burtonport Variety Group gather in Dunlow at Super Value at 12, and then at the Cope at 1:30, and they gather money for charity. So all of that is just Christmas, you know. It's the local feel of it all, and I just love it, you know.
How do you think, Daniel, that you've managed almost uniquely? Because, you know, it could be easy to forget that you are internationally famous. You're a record breaker, right? But at the same time, you're everyman. You're off your community, and that's what you hold dear. How is it you've managed to strike that, what seems to be that sort of perfect balance, Daniel?
Well, I suppose it's all down to being brought up here, you know, and knowing everybody, and never really have. I've been away, of course, and travelled a lot, but I've always been lucky that I've been able to live here since I've been living back at home since 1996. I was away for, I suppose, 10 years. I based myself in Dublin. And then when I started just doing concert tours, you just went away for a period and came back, and I was able to come back and live at home. So I feel very lucky to be able to do that. And still, you know, I think when you know everybody in a place, you know, it doesn't make any difference what you do. You're the same as everybody else.
And I think it's beautiful for the community, but I think you get a great deal from that too. You know, it's really important for you to have that sense of normality, because it'd be very easy to get caught up in everything else and move to LA or something. I don't know, but, you know, to lose the run of yourself, I would say it must be lovely for you to have that.
Oh, I mean, I love what I do, and I love the opportunities that I've had. But, you know, I like nothing better. Tuesday night, I was at the Whist in the Hall, 12 people playing whist, and we had the best night ever. And, you know, on a decent day, which I hope we'll get before the end of the year or maybe in the new year, we'll head for Critch Island Golf Club. We have everything at our doorstep here. Yeah. And, there's no more that I would ask for, and just meeting everybody now in the town today and tomorrow will be just lovely, and that's what makes me tick. I was never one for the show business side of things, even though I'm very much in show business, but I've always enjoyed what went on here, and that's the way it'll be, please God.
Every year it seems that you say that maybe you're going to take a little bit more time to yourself the following year, and then every following year it seems like you're busier than ever. You had the I loved the short film that was put together for Halloween. The La-Di-Da, down at the La-Di-Da was this year as well, wasn't it? Was that this year? Was that this year or last year? Right, last.
I mean, when I finished there in November, and I'm off. I don't do any touring until May. So that's the longest time ever. And March, I'll do the Opry recordings. We have the concert there for Highland that was supposed to be 3 years ago. And that's going to take place in March again. I suppose people already know that they had the tickets. So I'm sure that's well publicised among the Highland radio situation. And we're going to do that, and delighted. And you know, Pio was the one that put all that together. Yeah. And we'll be very much thinking on Pio. At Christmas time, you know, I always went on with Pio in Highland on Boxing Day, and he was just such a big part of my career from the very beginning. One of the first interviews I did was with Pio on Ironside Radio, when it was a pirate radio then. And this concert is important. Of course, it was to be the 30th anniversary of Highland's opening, but it's now important that we'll remember Pio in March at the concert. And then, I mean, I don't tour then. We're doing shows in Ireland, of course. We'll be in Derry in August, and also Bundoran. And the Bundoran show, the profits will go to the Creasla Fund. We decided that we dedicate that show to the fund. So, yeah, so I have lots of time off this coming year. I think I finally caught up with myself.
You might get your handicap even further, Dan. You won. What was it you won again this year? I can't remember which competition you won. One.
Kitchen Critch, yeah. I went out one day and I played well, but sure, listen, that's one day. I'm like a donkey usually. You could see potatoes after I play the ball, you know.
Okay, listen, I'll let you back to your wonderful family. We're going to play an old Christmas card off our system here. We really appreciate your time.
I'm glad you picked that because that was Pio's favourite.
Everything has a meaning.
And I remember everybody, and of course, my darling, although she's gone, I never forget her, Margarua. What a great lady she was. At this time of year, you know, all these people certainly come to mind because this is when I would always have visited Maria at this time of year, and you know, you're just thinking all the people that are gone.
It's so sad. But look at anyway. But people that you've mentioned, and everyone in their way, Moirua, Pio, they leave so many positive memories behind them. I mean, they're gone in the sense that we perhaps can understand. But as soon as you mention their names, they're still here and they're still with us, and they're in our memories.
You know, you smile when you think on them.
Daniel, have a lovely Christmas. Have a beautiful New Year, and we'll see you in March at the Highland Concert, and I'm sure later in the year too. Thanks, Daniel.
Happy Christmas to everybody.
You too, Daniel. Best wishes to you and yours. Okay, that's Daniel O'Donnell there, and this is he singing An Old Christmas Card.
It's the memory of an old Christmas card.
There's an old Christmas card in an old dusty trunk, and it brings back sweet memories dear to me. Though it's faded and worn, it's as precious as the morn when I found it 'neath our first Christmas tree. I'm always sentimental round this time. Pardon me if a tear falls among my Christmas cheer. It's the memory of an old Christmas card. You know, I don't know why I get to feel sentimental about this time every year. But every time I see a Christmas card, I somehow can't help reminiscing about the very first Christmas you and I spent together. What a beautiful Christmas card you gave me that year. Why, I know you must have looked through thousands of cards to find that wonderful poem that still brings a tear to my eye. I thrill with every word, every line. Guess I'm always sentimental round this time. Pardon me if a tear falls among...
The 9 till Noon Show with Letterkenny Credit Union. Now offering MyCU current account and debit MasterCard, bringing full banking features, delivered with the same local trustworthy service of your credit union.
While everyone's obsessing about the Christmas season, you've got a different season on your mind. One where red noses come from shouting your support in the crisp, cold, pitchside air. Where the roaring fire is in your belly, not your sitting room. And the perfect gift is an unexpected win. Don't miss a moment with a GAA season ticket. A gift for yourself or the fan in your life. Available at gaa.ie/season ticket. Are you in? The GAA, where we all belong.
Joe Gallagher Entertainments presents the world's greatest ABBA show. Direct from Sweden, Arrival, featuring original ABBA musician. Sunday the 8th of January, Mount Erigal Hotel, Letterkenny. Tickets on sale from hotel reception and Ticketmaster.ie. Follow us on Facebook, Joe Gallagher Entertainments.
Under the one sky, we share all of life's experiences, including grief. It helps so much to talk, to reminisce, to reflect. Irish Hospice Foundation Bereavement Support Line is open for all of us who are grieving. Free phone 1800 80 70 77 to talk to someone in confidence and for a shoulder to lean on.
A public interest message from Donegal County Council. It's the time of year when poor driving conditions are causing accidents. But did you know that a scratched wing or dent repair which needs a respray can only be done legally by a certified operator who holds a valid certificate of approval from Donegal County Council? The body shop or garage must display a valid certificate proving they have been inspected and meet the requirements of the Deco Paints legislation and best practice guidelines for vehicle refinishing. For an up-to-date list of certified operators, check the Council's website or phone us at 9153 900. Donegal County Council, protecting your environment.
Here's how to make your Christmas dinner amazing this year. Just add some amazing Aldi value. With fresh old turkeys from $9.99 on sale from December 20th. Half horseshoe ham from $12.99 on sale now. Both 100% Irish and board beer quality assured. 6 delicious deep-filled mince pies, just 89¢. And grapevine Pinot Grigio, only $4.99. Well, it's the season of good cheer. So, cheers. Aldi, make Christmas amazing for everyone. Get the facts, be drinkaware, visit drinkaware.ie.
Okie doke, it is that time. One of you is going to win a brand new Nissan Juke car. Our mega Christmas draw is about to take place. That's for the car, by the way. It's worth €30,000, 223 registration, but also a little later on we still have €2,000 to give away, so it's over. But it's not over by a long shot either at the same time. Fanula, once again, loads of people have got involved in this, really embraced this competition, and it's really exciting that the time to draw the winners upon us.
I know, it's very exciting. Every time you start off, it feels like it's ages away when we start this draw, and you're always kind of nervous, oh my God. But this year we got such an amazing car. I knew we were never going to have any trouble in getting people involved and getting it engaged. The Duke is outside the front here. It spent a good deal of the time down in the Letterkenny Shopping Centre, which I think everybody got a good look at it, and it's just an absolutely beautiful car. So we've had an amazing response. We had all the good draws on the 2nd of December, and now here we are with the Lee had won this morning, I think. And
say what?
Did Lee have one this morning?
He did, yeah.
You did? There you go. I'm all right. So Lee had one this morning. Now you have this. And then John and David will both be giving away €1,000 as well. So if you're not lucky enough to win the car, keep tuning in, because obviously you have still more opportunities to win.
For sure. Michael Crosden-Dyke, General Manager of iMotors. Tell us about the Nissan Duke SV that someone's going to win today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful car. Absolutely stunning. It's a crossover. So, no, it's the lucky winner is going to be very happy with this vehicle. Very popular vehicle as well. So I'm sure you've seen a few on the road. But, no, fantastic vehicle. Loads of spec in it. Reverse camera, alloy wheels. Very, very nice car.
Steering wheel?
Steering wheel included.
It's Tom Preston's joke I stole there. Seamus McLaughlin, this just builds on the great relationship, doesn't it, between owner of iMotors, I should say, between Highland Radio and your company?
Yeah. No, it's been a great relationship, and we're all growing together. Like, you know, we're getting busier, and the station's getting busier, and no, it's great to be associated with yourselves, and we're all looking forward to this.
You're doing big plans up there in the garage yourselves, aren't you? Every time I go past, there seems to be another bit of a
we started a project
of
in May, and I thought it'd be done in 6 months, and very naive to the whole thing. So we're going into January, end of December, and we're about to move on to the workshop. So it's taking a bit longer than anticipated, but we're still able. We've a load of cars sold for the new year, and we're still selling cars, so it's not interfering with that.
Michael, what's the story with new cars availability into the new year? There was a bit of a not nothing unique to any particular brand. There was a supply issue, obviously, with everything that's going on. Has that eased a little now?
Look, again, it is very similar to last year, where there is still a bit of a slowdown with getting stock in. Look, again, we are getting the vehicles. We've taken a lot of orders. There are more cars coming than last year. However, it's not a case where they'll all be landing on January 1st and ready to go out the door. It's more a bit of a transition through the January, March, February and March as well. So you're talking Q1 for most deliveries to be fulfilled.
I mean, you sell some of the most popular cars in the Irish market. What are people really interested in for 2023?
At the moment, there's a lot of demand for PHEV, especially in the Sportage. We're starting to see a bit of a surge of diesel coming through again as well. I suppose this would be reflecting on diesel prices. I'm starting to see now, I think we're going to hit 159. So diesel's starting to come back to a normal level, which means people will, I suppose it's about trusting the vehicle that they're buying.
In terms of the right vehicle too, even with the decoupling really of petrol and diesel prices, it's still cheaper to run a diesel in many instances than it is a petrol, even though now diesel is above the price of petrol.
Definitely is, and it comes back to Donegal as well. Like, look, we lack infrastructure compared to likes of Dublin, Galway and Limerick, so we have big trips to do, and most people have to drive 20-25 minutes to get anywhere, so diesel is still a big, massive, popular vehicle that we have, yeah.
And I think the PHEV, while we wait on the government to build its infrastructure, it's very usable even on an old granny plug, really effectively. You can successfully, and of course use the network when it's available, but it is obtainable, and you can reduce those. Well, I suppose a lot of people want to do it to reduce the impact on the environment. We always think about it's about the money, but I mean, there's the
plus
environmental
as well,
element to it.
I suppose with Kia it's great because if you order a vehicle, there's actually an offer there to get a free charger installed at the house, but if that offer isn't there, there's still a government grant there which will cover approximately half the cost, so it's very popular.
The plug-in's a great stepping stone to electric.
Yeah,
it seems to be going to electric, that's where it's going, but the plug-in will do your wee short journeys, and you don't have to plug it in. It'll work in hybrid mode then too.
That's it, and you don't
it's a good stepping stone,
Exactly, stepping stone until because we can only do so much. We have other people to rely on to build a proper infrastructure that's there. But it is improving. Right, okay, so PHEV is really popular for 2023 and diesel as well. Right, will you, Vanula, draw out a winning ticket for us? So we just do it like that?
No problem at all.
I'm very excited about this, okay?
No.
Someone's going to get a real nice lift for Christmas. There's just no doubt about that.
The drum is rolling now.
I love this drum.
If I can give you one piece of advice, do not say anything negative about that trombola.
It's my most favorite. It's the best thing I've done since I came to Donegal. I love it.
You built it yourself?
I know. I feel like I welded it myself.
Well, I'll tell you, there was people that came and took that trombola to Dublin. I think it's the last one in the country.
Actually, we actually challenged. We want to take it back up to the garage because discovered we're giving away $2,000 this afternoon for all our pre-sales.
Oh well, look at it.
But your drums, and
I'll tell you. Talk about plug-in hybrids, plug-in Seamus. Get your plugs in.
And you can pull out the tickets up.
Right. Okay. So look at me and dig deep, or take one off the top, whatever you want to do.
Let's pick one.
Right, and we are right in there. Who has won a car?
It is ticket number 9497.
9497.
Ticket number 9497.
Okay, someone has just won a €30,000 brand new car, and it's not always the actual monetary value which is important. Take a seat again there, Michael. It's the opportunity to actually to have a new car. Because it's not some, you know what I mean. It's not as many of us will go through our lives and never own a brand new car. This affords someone that opportunity as well.
And I promise we will get the stickers off it. I know anybody that's seen it knows that it's covered in Santis and letter and Highland Radio and the whole lot. So yes, we will have the stickers removed before you pick it up in the new year.
All right, very good. And don't forget, folks, that ticket's actually going to go back into the Trombola again. We still have two €1,000 prizes to give away on Around the Northwest with John Bresson and Jive Time 2 with David James. We are cross-referencing that number on the computer, and we're going to
thank you.
Yes, go ahead, take it away,
all
Seamus.
you've done for us all over the years and everybody.
Oh no.
All the support, because local radio it's hard to beat. Like, it's
that's our motto. That's what we want to get out across the country.
But you know.
Well,
you
technically,
provide a good service, provide a really good service.
Oh, thank you very much. But as do you, I think that's the beauty with Highland is that the great partnerships that they have with really long-standing brands and companies across the county, and yours is just one of them, but a very important one that we've always delighted in working with. And it just comes together with something like this when you can give the listener such an amazing prize.
iMotors rolling off the tongue for everyone now. Is this all locked in?
It has, yeah, definitely.
I think think I did say the old name at one stage. A couple of months ago.
I still say the old name.
Do you? I don't feel quite as bad. I mean, obviously, what's the story in terms of second-hand car availability? Second-hand car belies, really. We're talking about cars 2, 3, 4 years old, low mileage, effectively perfect cars as new vehicles. Driving past, there seems to be plenty of stock there, Michael.
Yeah, like we would carry the most used vehicles for sale in County Donegal, so we're blessed that way. We've multiple avenues to source quality second-hand vehicles. So look, again, those avenues will be explored next year, so we should have great availability of stock there for anybody who's thinking of buying a pre-owned vehicle.
Yeah, and even if people don't want to wait necessarily for a new car, you can get one of these cars and get provided you do average mileage, get a lot of that money back out and then go new in 2024.
Definitely.
Yeah, with a lot of new cars sold, it brings in the second-hand car, and then another car sold goes down.
And you know the history of the car as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a lot of return business.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
That's how it works. That's how you be successful. It's that trust and that personal touch.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Any luck with a winner? Okay, well, give me the name, Caroline. Unless I just go into John Breslin's show. I don't really mind. I'll sit here all day. I will sit all day until they answer the phone. I'm going to give it 30 seconds.
Are we trying to call them probably, and that's what's holding us up a bit?
No, I think that this winner is from an area that won a you know what I mean? There seems to be lucky areas. I don't know. I'm just going off the top of my head, but I'm not going to mention the person's name until such time as we see if they can answer the phone. It's ticket number 9497. And
which side of the county are they? North, south, east, or west?
I always struggle with this one. Northwest, I think it's Northwest.
I thought I'm the only one.
I probably should know better.
It's one of the best things about doing the car draws when I'm on the phones and people are ringing in and they mention townlands and I'm like, oh, Junie, where's that one?
Well, this is one of these ones.
It's the only way I get to learn where everywhere is in the county.
But we've two named. We've got the person that bought the ticket and another name on the winning ticket.
It was a gift.
Okay, so this is
that's even better. Imagine having gifted somebody a brand new car.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Right,
oh
okay, shall I just announce it? Yep. Shall I just announce the winner? Just give it a second. Okay. So just to remind you once again that we have €1,000 to give away still. It's not over yet. The Trombola still has another run in it. We have €1,000 to give away on the John Breslin show around the Northwest, and also €1,000 to give away on Jive Time with David James. And just to remind you also as well that we are having our open day too. There's a nice buzz around the place as lots of you who listen are coming up to visit, and we really do appreciate that. And Santa's flat out there. We had two lovely young children who have gone on in now, and apparently there's good news. The Lego might be on its way. Right, the winner... no, I'll announce who bought the ticket because I don't want to be tied up in any court cases here. The ticket was bought by Anne-Marie Shovlin. And the winning name on that ticket, the actual winning number associated with 9497, was Jason Boyle.
Oh, lovely.
I believe that's Boyce. Sorry, it could be Boyce.
Congratulations.
That is fantastic. Imagine getting it.
I'm going to go Boyce. Sorry,
sending you a ticket for €10 and then you've won a car.
Yeah, okay.
Jason's definitely going to have to at least buy her a selection box for Christmas. At least.
And also,
if anybody knows this, Jason, he'll be down the town picking up an extra Christmas present to add to it.
I'm not doing this anymore.
No.
If people hand write stuff out. Jason Boyce, you're the winner. Well done.
Who's writing, is it?
Don't say.
I don't know, but I presume
don't say, because it will definitely end up in court.
They also work in a dispensary or something. I don't know. Listen, Fionnuala, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate you coming in, and we really appreciate everyone who took part in that competition. And it's lovely to spread so much love, and we've done so much of that this week and in previous weeks as well. Seamus McLaughlin, owner of iMotors, continued success for you guys in Malin and also Drumkeen.
Thank you.
And is there a friendly old bunch?
Yeah, there's a nice buzz.
You don't mind car tickers landing up and having a look around the stock as well to see what might catch their eye?
Yeah, not at all. No, there's plenty of stock there and plenty of staff there now anyway too. There's plenty to deal with.
Are they all doing something?
No, that doesn't. I mean, that's all right.
Somebody has to be making the tea and somebody has to make the coffee.
I suspect, judging by the look on his face, they're not doing that. Even doing that. But anyway, come here. It's not. We'd never wash our dirty.
I know. I never discuss. Greg and I never discuss any personal issues issues that may be happening here in the station.
Michael, last word with you from my Motors.
I suppose happy Christmas to all our customers, new and old, and not just happy Christmas to everybody out there, and looking forward to the new year and seeing new customers come in and old customers again as well.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Okay, listen, guys, continued success.
Brilliant.
Really
Thank you very much.
Fionnuala, as always, thank you very much indeed. We'll be back with more on the 9 till noon show after the break.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union, now offering MyCU current account and debit MasterCard, bringing full banking features, delivered with the same local, trustworthy service of your credit union.
If the medical experts get it wrong, everything changes. From misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis to surgical injury or even poor treatment, all have physical, emotional and financial consequences. We're here to help. So if your treatment didn't go according to plan, speak to our experienced medical negligence team at McElhenney and Associates. Find us online or call 074 917 5989. McElhenney and Associates Solicitors, Stranorlar. In contentious business, a solicitor may not calculate fees or other charges as a percentage or proportion of any award or settlement.
Mike Denver in concert with guests Brendan Shine and Philomena Begley at the Mount Erical Hotel, Letterkenny on January 6th and Millennium Forum Derry on March 18th. Tickets now on sale at both venues and ticketmaster.ie. That's Mike Denver with Philomena Begley and Brendan Shine in Letterkenny and Derry. The perfect Christmas gift.
Right, festive checklist. Elves, sound off, sleigh bells.
Check.
Are they ringing?
Check.
In the lane?
Snow.
Is it glistening?
Check.
A beautiful sight.
Sure is.
We happy tonight?
Absolutely.
Then let's go!
Find everything you need at Centra, from special treats to tasty eats. And because we're just around the corner, you'll spend more time in the Christmas spirit and less time in far from festive traffic. Centra. Live every day.
Don't miss the Spirit of Smoky live for one night only at the Villa Rose Hotel Ballybuffet on Friday, December 30th. Full bar and dancing. Hear all your favourites living next door to Alice O'Carroll and many more. That's the Spirit of Smoky live at the Villa Rose Hotel. Tickets €25 on sale from ticketstop.ie, hotel reception or pay at the door.
It's not just that Sammy has lost his home in the conflict. It's not just that everyone he's ever loved is gone and he's been forced to walk hundreds of miles alone to find safety. And most of all, it's not just that Sammy is only 7 years old. Like thousands of children in regions torn apart by conflict, Sammy is living in fear, and it's not just. This Christmas, your love can make all the difference. Visit trocra.org or call 1800 408 408. Trocra. Until love conquers fear.
And now the Highland Forecast, brought to you by Shop LK. Widespread Christmas shopping this December in Letterkenny. See shoplk.ie or like us on Facebook.
Okie doke, it's going to get rainy this afternoon, I can tell you that. Mark Roberts joins us now, and we're all in a kerfuffle here because Mark's screen wasn't on correctly and we couldn't make out if it was Mark or not, but thankfully it's righted itself. Mark, good morning to you. How are you keeping?
Very well, thank you.
How are you keeping? What does Christmas mean to you, Mark?
Oh, I think pretty much the same as everybody else. It's a chance for family. It's a chance to get home. I live in Galway and I travel all over the planet pretty much. And it's the couple of days that I always get back home to Mayo, to my family.
You've been on a bit of a musical journey throughout your career. Are you in a happy place now with your artistic direction, Mark?
Absolutely. The brand new Christmas single is out, and that's went straight to number one. Very happy to say, in the all genre charts, the iTunes. So yeah, very much so. I just love music and I love performing. So I don't limit myself to one particular genre as such, but it's mainly country, American country, folk, that kind of thing is pretty much me.
And there's been a bit of a theme in conversations with musicians. I think musicians generally are not refusing, but don't want to be pigeonholed, because there's so many people influenced in so many different ways, and you don't want to pigeonhole your music and disenfranchise others. You want to put it out there, say, have a listen. If it's for you, it's for you. It doesn't really matter what the genre is, in inverted commas.
Absolutely, and there's so many different kind of subgenres now. I mean, I always think back to John Denver, God be good to him, somebody that's always influenced me. And in fact, we have a show, a tribute to the music of John Denver, that we perform all over the world. And the one thing that I loved about him was, and the one problem that the media had with him, was that they couldn't pigeonhole him.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should, because nowadays there's like country, there's country folk, there's country pop, there's country rock, there's a kind of a classical edge to things as well now. So it's changed. I think it's important.
Mark, I wish we had more time, but I want to make sure we can hear your new single. And it's been lovely to see you, lovely to chat to you. We wish you a really happy Christmas and continued success into 2023. It must be really exciting to be involved with what you're doing. And I wish you nothing but success and really appreciate your time this morning.
My pleasure. And
Take
thanks
care.
for all your support.
Thank you so very much indeed. This is Mark Roberts, and it's Christmas time.
Everyone's counting the hours, the minutes for Christmas Day to arrive. The glory of heaven and earth at Christmas time. Sleigh bells and snowflakes, frost on the window, children with love in their eyes. The most wonderful time of year, it's Christmas time. And all through the year we have waited through summer and fall, just to hear jingle bells ring the message.
Okay, everyone, that's where we have to leave it for this Friday's 9 till noon show, a Christmas Eve special. Thank you so much for all of you who listen to us throughout the year. We're not back until 2023, and we're going to come back bigger and better than ever in 2023. We'll obviously keep you up to date with what's happening across our social medias as well from a 9 till noon show perspective, or if we can help in any way. But for me, Greg Hughes, Caroline Orr, who researches and reduces the programme, and as many as you know, Caroline does most of her work almost off air in helping people out there, and we get a lot of success throughout the year, and we're really proud of that in helping people as much as we possibly can through this programme. And also Donna Marie, who works hard on the show too and joined the show this year. As I say, that's it for 2022. We'll see you on the other side in 2023. Stay tuned. John Bresson's coming up next around the Northwest. He's got a lovely show lined up for you as well. And also, if you don't mind, €1,000.
The 9 till noon show with Letterkenny Credit Union. Now offering mortgages with life cover provided at no additional cost. Letterkenny Credit Union, 9102127.
This Christmas at Super Value, we've great offers to